episodes, man. Like Choose Your Own Adventure books. Like
I miss those. I miss those, man.
I just you know, I think there was only one, because they were all primarily Goosebump ones that I read.
Same.
And I think there may have been one that I didn't, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Originally, they were fantasy novels, right? Like dragons and castle.
A lot of them were D&D kind of like, oh, you're a barbarian or whatever in a dungeon. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd use like second person.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Whereas Goosebumps ones use first person.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked that more.
Yeah.
I liked the element of.
Yeah.
Do you go in the basement?
Yeah. Oh no, for me it's I always viewed it, even as a kid, I choose what happens to the main character.
Okay.
Like, do I want the main character to drink oyster juice or not?
Fuck you, kid.
I'd be like, drink oyster juice. Oh, I didn't. And then it goes on a long diatribe on why oyster juice is hallucinogenic.
Oh, yeah.
And it's super bad for a child. Oh, no, the child hallucinated and died.
What are the odds?
Like, damn. Okay, go back. Oh, and this one he becomes a part of a ghost boy band.
I want to read that one. Is that a real one?
Yeah, it's a real ending to one of them.
I believe
a ghost manager jumps through a window, saves the child who's already dead, and, and his friend, and they become a ghost duo boy band type deal.
There was one that was really
called the Spooky Twins. I don't know what their name was.
The Spooky Twins.
Spooky Twins, Ghost Twins.
The
Ghoulies, Duo Ghoulies.
Duo Ghoulies.
Dos Spooky Boys.
Dos Spookio Boyos.
Sure.
Yeah. Because they didn't know Spanish at this time.
R.L. Stein. R.L. Stein. Gifted in many ways. Languages beyond English, not
Dos Ghostito.
That makes them sound delicious.
Bandito.
There was one that I really liked that I remember they turned into an episode of the Goosebumps show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which was weird to me because almost all of the Goosebumps were just the OG 52 Goosebumps.
Oh, okay.
If I'm remembering correctly.
I have no idea what we made after.
Toe Jam and all.
Toe Jam and all. There was one called An Old Story. Do you remember that one?
Man.
So it's like
it's been forever, man.
So it's like a story about two boys.
That shit's on Netflix, but I never bothered to read.
Oh, is it still on Netflix? Oh shit.
Oh, I don't know, but the last time I saw it, maybe a month ago or two, I walked in on my friend because we were hanging out, and he was in the middle of watching Goosebumps.
Yeah?
And I just turned to him and I go, "This is how I know we're best friends." And then we kept I finished the episode with him.
I feel that way about when
man, I think I told this story on an earlier podcast.
Okay.
Because I remember me talking about, like, there's a lady who comes out of nowhere, and she's dressed like a very Jamaican stereotype.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, what is she going to say? What is this gonna... And it was fine.
Okay.
They never brought it up.
Okay.
She was just out of place. So I can chalk it up as she just dresses like that.
She had a very specific character choice.
Yeah.
And she lives in the shadows, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
In this abandoned antique store.
Wait, was that the one with the cuckoo clock?
No, I think it's the blob who ate everything.
Oh, okay.
It's the kid has a typewriter.
And then it turns out it's his
I didn't know the blob who ate everything is caused by a kid with a ghost typewriter, by the way. I always assumed it was just a thing on the blob.
Why would you not lean into the ghost type, like... He has a magic typewriter that can make anything.
Well, because then because maybe that is to mislead. We're overanalyzing R.L. Stein stories way too much. We should start a side podcast where we read a R.L. Stein, but it only takes like 2 hours to read. I mean, even then, I bet you I can read it fast.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess I could too.
We could do a book and
we could do 5 an episode, guys.
Could analyze Toe Jam, Camp Toe Jam.
It'd be like 30-minute episodes because we wouldn't be able.
We wouldn't be able to suck a lot out of that. There's not a lot of meat on that bone.
Was there one where a guy eats toes, or?
There was one. There was a few camp ones. The one I remember sticking with me most was like they're at a camp and you're just like, well, it's a fucking haunted camp, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking haunted. And the twist at the end is, maybe we could say this is commentary. We could maybe, but probably not. It was like a military camp.
Yeah.
And the twist is,
isn't that Camp Jelly Jam?
We're gonna invade Earth.
Yeah.
At the end.
And then it ends. You're giving you're making it sound like way too actiony. The way it actually ends is the parents, because the parents are all secret agents, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the twist. Yes. All going to invade Earth, and they're all like, "Yeah, you kids pass, so we're gonna go to that." And then they point up to the sky and they go, "Yeah, to Earth." Wherever they're at.
What planet are they on that they can look at Earth?
It's a planet. It's close enough that the Earth is the size of the moon in the visual term. It's fully forested. It has, because they describe pine trees.
Yeah.
So there's oxygen. Mm-hmm. So these are carbon-based life forms.
That's right. Endor. It's probably Endor.
It's probably Endor.
Endor.
It's probably that planet between the Sun and Venus that we never.
The one that we keep pretending
because we just
there.
know it's on fire.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
If we can't mine it, it's fine. No, girls.
But so an old story.
Okay.
Extra weird. 2 boys are being babysat by their great aunt. Let's say. They're 12. Getting a little old for babysitting.
Yeah.
And then they are forced to eat prune cookies. And
I didn't even know that was a thing. Are they good?
No, they're prunes. And then they wake up. They wake up 75 years old.
Yeah.
And it turns out that their grandmother is getting old women to pay her to set them up with young boys that she ages up drastically.
Huh.
And that's kind of the conflict of the episode. Is their great aunt is trying to pimp them out to old ladies, and then
it's wacky.
And then wacky guys.
It's for kids.
And then they kill
slapstick.
And then they kill the old women by throwing prunes at them, and then causing them to immediately
age
dust. And then
they just explode.
They explode like vampires in Buffy,
like Blade.
That's totally for kids who read trash. Because a kid who reads that kind of stuff is not going to go beyond the surface level. Just what R.L. Stein's telling you.
Not how grim it is. Wait. We got to reel back.
Yeah.
There's an old woman preying on young boys.
To pimp them out.
To other old ladies.
Yeah.
And it's within the book, it's just framed as gross old ladies kisses.
Aren't prunes
gross?
Are the prune cookies haunted?
Yeah.
That is legitimately funny to me, just because even a moment's thought on that one at least.
Yeah.
You know, there's a YouTuber called Ryan Hilfiger, something like that. Ryan Hilfiger.
Heir to the
fortune.
Makes you good polos, yeah.
He's a Scottish fella who does
son of Tommy.
Son of Tommy.
Who beat up Axl Rose.
My god, did that really happen? That's fantastic.
Was it Tommy? I thought it was Tommy Hilfiger.
I believe you.
Beat him up.
Sure.
I'll fully believe you.
It was one of them, yeah.
I know Axl Rose couldn't actually fight. I heard.
No.
Oh no, Axl
that's
Rose
like a story.
Can't do much.
No.
He's all Flash.
Yeah.
Axl Rose is you and I, of course.
Slash can fight. I heard that.
Slash can fuck you up.
I've heard stories. Slash is a scrapper.
Can you give us a taste?
Okay. I'm trying to think of who. I don't have a specific one. I've just heard enough of him, actually being aggressive to other people. Mm-hmm. He's usually very stoic and kind of to himself.
Yeah.
Because he actually likes reading. He likes reading and he does all this introspective stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But apparently when he's pushed in a corner, he could totally.
He will fuck your shit up, man.
I imagine he does old timey boxing. Yeah.
Well, he absorbs their age. That's why he never ages.
That's right.
He puts his hand on the foreheads.
And then he just silers.
Yeah, his hair goes up. Yeah.
But yeah.
The YouTuber Ryan Hilfiger.
Oh, I was gonna say it was a long way around to the Haunted Mask. Someone actually digging into that.
Okay.
And I guess you could make some points. There's 80% of an actually interesting novel idea in that story. With accepting your own identity, blah blah blah. Whereas most Goosebumps aren't aiming for anything.
Yeah, say cheese and die.
Is really
say cheese and die again.
Hey, it worked
after the fourth Monster Blood. Like, what
game are we playing here?
what,
Horrorland?
Message?
It's a theme park. It's spooky. What do you want? But like, the Haunted Mask is legitimately like the only way she beats the Haunted Mask is by accepting who she is inside and having like the paper mache nightmare face that her mom made. So that's kind of like a message.
Yeah.
And there's like thematic building around the idea of like, also like the idea that the haunted masks are all just like that shop owner's faces that he's peeled off over and over again. And the idea of like, oh, I just never liked me, so I kept pretending to be other people, and then my faces got all fucked up and shit.
That's the thing about acting.
Maybe.
So like that one.
Think about method acting.
Oh god. Gonna get into it again.
Do we have method?
Okay, does method acting mean you're the worst actor or the best actor?
Because De Niro.
That's a great question.
Because I'm on the side, it makes you not the worst actor, but
makes
not
you a bad person.
Yeah. Definitely a bad person.
Definitely a bad person.
Like De Niro.
Not a great actor, definitely, because I think the best actors are the people who can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Because that means you can
actually
act.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Jim Carrey. Oh, yeah, he's method too, isn't he?
I get that you have to gear yourself up to do really intense stuff. I get that because you have to... Because for higher emotions, you can't, like, really just, go
fake
from
it.
0 to 100.
Yeah.
But
I mean all the time, every time.
Unless you're Tyler Perry.
In which case,
you're always method acting.
You're always method acting.
We don't know who the true Tyler Perry is. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
It's all right to cross-dress for Christ, yeah.
Oh, I can't tell, guys.
Yeah.
I see him.
Yeah.
He's an enigma. He's a mystery and a riddle.
Is.
Who is Mr. Brown? What game is he playing with us?
Who is the guy that plays Mr. Brown? That's the real...
I think he's just Mr. Brown.
He's Mr. Brown is Mr. Brown.
Because it's one of those things, where you see a person act that way and you go, oh, that's just him in real life, right? Because there's no human you saw acting like this.
What?
Unless you immediately thought, I gotta put this guy on the screen.
It's like, I can't wait for, I'm gonna say 20 years from now.
Yeah.
When we get like a new version of the movie, the vampire film. In the Shadows.
Okay.
Vampire of the Shadows, which was like a movie that said Nosferatu was a documentary.
Yeah.
Do you remember this movie, kind of?
Yeah.
But we do it with Mr. Brown. Like, Tyler Perry was just like, no, I just found this guy in the South somewhere.
Yeah.
This is human, fully formed.
Yeah.
And I had to put him in my picture.
Can't believe that.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the belief you see someone so crazy that you go, oh, that's who they are.
There's no faking that.
There's no faking. No one can come up with enough choices.
So many specific choices.
That you do that. Even most character actors
would be like, pull back a little bit.
Man, I remember in high school doing theater,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I'd be a character actor. I'd want to play fucking weirdos.
Why would you not want to be a character?
Why would you not? It seems like the funnest thing in the world.
Sounds really fun, yeah.
Because
you have an excuse to just
say and do
really weirdly specific stuff.
Because honestly, like, what's the interest in being like a 90s Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Because you're not playing the meatiest roles. You're just kind of there to be like handsome and relatable at people.
Yeah. And lick spoons, yeah.
And lick spoons!
Yeah.
Just suck your fingers and pop in corn.
He's always sucking a spoon.
He's always having a munch.
Yeah. Like even in college, I was doing theory classes, I would always be like, man, I was thinking about it, there's hardly ever a time I've ever wanted the main role for anything, for any of the stuff they would offer us for short.
Yeah.
Stuff. I want the people with the most interesting or craziest monologue.
Mm-hmm.
I think about Waiting for Godot, and there's no character in that I would want to play except for the guy who gets the long 3-page monologue.
Yes.
Where he seems like he's short-circuiting.
Mm-hmm.
I want that. I'm the guy who will do just one and done.
I'm in, I'm out, I'm good.
Just give me the craziest thing. Unless the main character can do crazy things the entire time.
Like, and I mean, those
if
stories
they bring back
exist.
Mr. Bean style,
Oh man,
I'll do it.
how would you feel about?
I'm just putting that out in Hollywood, wherever you may be.
How would you? Wherever you are, Hollywood.
It's in the air.
If only there was a sign
somewhere.
What? I don't know how I want that sentence. Sorry. There aren't a lot of roles that are kind of in that traditional like no talking.
Yeah.
We are pretty set on like
Talkies.
You know, when are we gonna go back to the good old days?
Well, it's kind of like a lot of the comedy, at least recently. It's more about like the absurdity of what you're saying,
Yeah,
rather than like the motion. Yeah, and I think timing is important too.
I agree. I think
Timing is like the most important thing.
Same with it goes with comedy and horror. Like timing is everything.
yeah, I mean like
Well, I'm of the belief comedy and horror are basically the
same
same thing.
same
Yeah.
machine.
It's just different goal.
And both of them are. I mean, let's dig into this a little bit. But
Sure.
I mean,
Sure, set up, punchline. That's how I view it. That's how I seriously view it. Like, it's all...
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a building of tension,
Yeah.
and you force you.
And then
if
you
you're
mess
doing
with that equation.
if you
Is it all set up? Is it just a punchline?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a single piece of setup and never touched upon again?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a way to do it with comedy all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the question of, and I think both horror and comedy function the same way psychologically for people.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing it right, you are forcing an automatic response.
Yeah.
They are. I'm not saying that horror and comedy aren't intellectualized or intellectual.
Because the thinking doesn't come till after.
The thinking doesn't come till after. It is an animal response.
Yeah.
Like, you don't hear a joke that is funny and then process, that is funny, I will laugh now.
Mm-hmm.
It's an animal response. And then afterwards you're like, oh, why did I find that da-da-da?
Yeah.
The same for when something makes you go, a boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, some of it can be kind of cheap, like jump scares or like stuff where it's like, or jokes where it's kind of like,
punching down.
Punching down, like talking.
Well, jump scares are just the punchline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And I don't think
No setup.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a jump scare in and of itself.
Yeah.
But if you're relying solely on that,
Yeah.
it's the same thing with.
You know what it is? It's one-liners. If you just say like, or no, not one-liners. What's that thing? Why am I forgetting the name now? You know, it's sitcom catchphrase. It's like a catchphrase.
It's a lazy something you can keep
Wimmy
pushing
Wim
the
Wam
button.
Wazzle.
Hamburger.
Yeah. And you just say
Corn.
my pick 'em up truck.
Grass tastes bad.
Only one of those were
Indians
real.
call it. Indians call it maize.
that whole thing is a perfect
You're right.
setup.
My bad.
I will stand by that moment in comedy. I fucking love that.
Indians call it.
Yeah.
Oh, shut the.
Yeah. Or as the Indians call it, maize. In conclusion, India's a place of diverse culture.
I will say my favorite jump scare in horror of recent years is probably from PT. You only get one good one.
You only get one good one.
And it's a good ass.
And it's to teach you something.
Yeah.
It's to teach you what your goal in the game is, and your goal in the game is to keep moving.
Yeah.
Oh my God! No, you're right. There are good ways to use it. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, Until Dawn has some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like playing on the trope. I don't know if that would count.
No, I agree. It's again about like being innovative. You don't want to be the person who's telling the same joke from '94.
Yeah.
And it's the same way as you don't want to be the same person who's trying to get a scare as you did in '94.
Or kind of like the sound cue thing, like, oh, you have to be scared because how loud it is.
I think that's just, and that's like...
It's like the laugh track in Big Bang. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I think we're all on the same page on this. I'm pretty sure we are, but like generally, I don't care for like Roth pictures. Because I feel like
Roth?
Yeah, I feel like his horror is kind of, generally speaking, not in the wheelhouse of what I'm interested in. It's not.
It's pretty surface level.
It's very surface level, and it's very animal, and it's. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with those things on their own. But like, if I watch a film like Hostel or Green Inferno, it's just showing me something upsetting. Yeah. Over and over and over again, and daring me to keep looking at the upsetting thing.
Yeah, you kind of get desensitized because it gets kind of predictable.
But isn't that the true horror, Nick? That we accept that it's okay.
Look, man, if he's
that's the second level.
I love how you pitched me on that. Hey, there's layers to this, right?
Hey, man, please laugh.
Oh shit. Okay, so I mentioned it on the stream, but I've been really interested. I've been talking about this. Is like meta reality within horror. Okay. So let me unpack that a little bit. So I was recently watching.
Hang on, real quick before you unpack that. Let's just do the quick intro while you.
Start
getting your words together. Hi, welcome to whatever episode of the podcast this is. You know me. I've stopped trying to remember on the fly. I'll know as soon as I put up those videos.
We'll get there.
Sorry for this being late. It's been crazy nutso.
It's pretty nuts.
Like, just the short stick of it, both me and Ian at our jobs, well, at least at mine, we're short-staffed. So I'm in all the time doing the work of what should be 2 people.
Same here.
Ian's, like, pretty much the same ordeal. Yeah. Just with little variations here and there. We won't go into specifics. Just know that we are sorry. There are good reasons. We should have probably had a contingency plan, but we didn't.
We're doing everything we can to pump these out for you as regularly as we can, though.
Yeah. Luckily, the streams have been able to keep up, so that's been really nice. And we're catching up. Like, we're making decent progress on those things. Anyway, so this voice belongs to Chris. If you're here from the streams, welcome to this. This is different. And then we have
Nick and this voice. Yeah, pretty much same. We've been doing a stream for quite a while now. I think. Did we start last year? Or?
Yeah, we started.
It hasn't been a year.
Hasn't been a year?
Well, we started in last year.
Yeah, we started in last year.
Yeah, November?
Yeah, it was pretty late into it.
November or something.
Yeah. Well,
it was before there was a release date. How about that?
Okay.
We thought we had plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm Ian, and I'm here, and I'm glad to be included. Okay. So.
But yeah.
So I've been looking at the thing I said, like, oh, that's a really cool picture. Sorry. The idea of whatever medium that you are bringing your narrative through, incorporating that medium as an aspect of the story. So
I talk about this shit all the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But it's
welcome
real cool.
to the modernist side of the.
But so
no, you're right. It's the absolute shit. Like
I fucking love it, man. But when it's done, because I've seen it done poorly. I think both of us have seen it done half-assedly.
And then we go to where I go as the shining beacon of basically Jesus is Nier Automata, and I go, look at this.
Yes.
Look at this.
My friend was mentioning a movie called Funny Games, which I don't know if you've ever seen.
Haven't heard it.
It's not bad. It's a horror film.
Sorry, I just thought of an example of a good meta. Okay, yeah. I was just gonna say, easiest one is Clue, in that, but it's only if you were able to catch it in theaters and release. So I wasn't even alive during that time. Or was I?
Was it 80? It was 86. Man.
Yeah, I wasn't alive.
Yeah.
But they did a completely awesome thing, which I wish more movies had the balls to do, but they'll never do that. It's such a waste of money. Where they had 3 different endings for that movie.
Yes.
And they would just randomly select which movie theaters got what ending. There was the Miss Scarlet ending, did it?
Miss Peacock?
No, the Butler. Oh, yeah. Miss Peacock.
Miss Peacock.
And Wadsworth.
Yeah. No, wasn't it Colonel Mustard, the other one? There's a really weak one, and I want to say it was Colonel Mustard.
Maybe. Well, because the true ending, if we're going, but...
Is the Butler one.
Is the Butler one.
Yeah.
Is Tim Curry obviously did it.
Well, I thought it was they were all arrested. Or was that the bad ending?
No, that's the true ending. Oh. Is that he did it in order to catch
all of these scumbags.
These horrible murderers.
These horrible people.
They're not great.
They're all bad people.
Yeah.
But also, like, they're
especially
pretty likable.
Yeah, but you never knew what the true end was. They didn't reveal that until it came out on VHS.
Yes.
Where they just had all three endings play successively.
Yeah.
Intertwined with music and stuff that went, maybe it went like this, maybe it went like this. Yeah. Although it probably went like this.
It was actually like this.
Yeah. So that when people got out of movie theaters and would meet up and talk about it, they would go, "Oh, I can't believe that ending." It's like, no, that's not how it ended. Colonel Mustard did it. Mm-hmm. No, Miss Scarlet did. It was obviously so they would actually be like the game of Clue.
Exactly.
And that's the fucking best.
That's no really cool
no other movie I can think of has ever fucking done that. It's so amazing and just playing off the game like.
Well, I mean,
they'll never happen again.
No one will ever fund.
It's such a waste of money.
It is. I mean, it.
Why would you film 3 endings so that only people saw? Like,
what if Tyler Perry took off the wig? What if Tyler Perry went to space?
I mean,
I would do it again. No one's gonna fund me.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
It kind of does remind me of. I'll get back to my main thought, but it reminds me of those '60s horror films that were like. It was a rough time for the movies because TV was basically crushing movie theaters left and right.
Yeah.
So you had guys like Frank Castle who made like the original 13 Ghosts and House on Haunted Hill and the Tingler.
Yeah.
And so you'd have these movies where they would basically just have gimmick shit happen. Yeah. Like a lot of 3D movies, The Tingler specifically was a movie where there's like an electric ghost. Oh, yeah. And random seats in the movie theaters that would show it had basically what amount to joy buzzers in this cushion, so that at some point in the movie they'd goose your butt while you were watching.
It's just a 4D like movie shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Glass cold air or something like.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, like Earthquake when they had the shaking seats in the theater. Yeah,
precisely.
See, that I don't mind too much, but to me that would only work if I watched is like an action movie, maybe specifically like car chase movies.
Yeah, Earthquake. Yeah.
Like I would have loved to see Fury Road. And
as a 4D, that would have been groovy.
Pretty sick, yeah.
Or one of those chairs.
So let me recommend this to everybody. Again, a little bit of the magic is gone because a part of it was a live event.
Yeah.
There's a show made by these comics from England called Inside Number 9. That is it's a black comedy that, in my opinion, veers way into dark, just like straight up horror more often than it likes to say about itself. But so they did a Halloween special last year, wherein they were going to record on the set where. It's too long to get into, but basically the short of it is it's where a famous telenovela was filmed a lot. And then they abandoned the studio for a while because there was a few fires and people hanged themselves, and it was claimed that it was a cursed studio. In real life. That's a real life urban myth. And then the show itself had been promoting itself as a Hitchcockian horror. It was going to be a live broadcast horror that was going to be a murder mystery. That 9 minutes into the episode, the audio cuts out.
Oh, wow.
And then you're just watching 3 minutes of people moving their mouth, nothing. And then, of course, the BBC has to cut the feed, and the announcer's like, "We're very sorry, we're having technical difficulties. We're trying to fix this as soon as we can." And then, of course, people on Twitter are like, "Oh, this is so disappointing." Yeah. Again, only you really get the feel of that aspect if you were watching it at the moment at 11 o'clock at night, Halloween. But then, when the BBC announcer comes back on, you very quickly realize, oh no, this is the show. Yeah. This is an aspect of, something's going wrong with the broadcast because they're in a haunted-ass studio, and this is the episode. Oh, wow. And so, to incorporate that as an aspect of the story, it's really well done, and I love when it's really well done.
Nah, that's really cool.
Sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it is really interesting. I'd recommend that one, and also Funny Games, which is
if you really feel like getting real snobby and up your own ass like me, you can look into I'd have to look up the name. I'll probably post it in the description, but I believe it's by Luigi Perdio. It's a play.
Okay.
3 characters in search of an author, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And it's a play where the show notes say the play starts where it looks like you're walking in on rehearsal. And there's a bunch of these cool things. It's the most fucking meta, awesome thing. I fucking love that play, actually. I think it was my favorite play I got to read for a class. And I couldn't stop gushing over it.
That sounds like...
There's not too much I want to say because it's a hint, but just know one of the main conflicts with this is that these characters are want to play out a scene, but they know how the scene ends, and they don't want it to reach an ending, and it's really great.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
And all the time that everyone else is like, who the fuck are these people? They just walked in, and it's like, they're being assholes for trying to rehearse for a play.
That's really cool.
It is really cool. I'll put it in the description once I, in case I'm fucking up the name, but I believe it's 3 characters in search of an author, by Luigi, or search of director by Luigi Perdio. I'll write the name in the description.
It reminds me slightly of a novel that I read bits of, because I couldn't find a physical. I've never been able to find a physical copy, but it was a 1962 book. Called, darn it. It was also by an Italian author. So possibly a similar movement. But the first line is, "You are now reading the novel by da-da-da-da-da."
Yeah.
Just, make sure that you're in a comfortable place, because this novel will take a while to get through. But I think you'll really find some twists and turns.
Is that the same novel where the guy stops midway through the book, and he goes, "And now I don't know how to get the character off this staircase.
Yes! Yeah.
I've tried this, but that won't actually motivate him to do anything. I can try this, but this kind of seems like hackneyed. But I can't get him to move of his own voluntarily. He's so
stubborn,
just in his own head and stubborn that I can't actually write."
That's fantastic. Yeah, I believe that.
What's it called again, then? I had a professor talk to me about that.
I don't remember the name of the novel, but
they knew I would love it.
It is an Italian novel.
I want to write a book where I take 50 pages talking about, like, this is why I couldn't make the scene go this way. Listen, look, I know I could just, like...
I'm aware. Look.
So you know how Kurt Vonnegut does a lot of self-inserts?
Yes.
Well, he does the one self-insert, it's just in every...
one.
But I know of one book where the protagonist is basically Kurt Vonnegut, and then he writes... And then he saw Kurt Vonnegut in a hotel lobby or something. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the best self-insert that he's done is probably Breakfast of Champions.
Okay.
But I can't say anything more than that because it's actually a very important part of the book.
Yeah.
But that book's amazing. Like that's
yeah, I started reading it.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think?
I'm only like 2 chapters in whenever I get free time up.
Oh, okay. No, I think that's my favorite out of what I read from him. Because I read Sawhouse 5, Breakfast of Champions, Cat's Cradle, Sirens of Titans, and what was the one before was Blue Monday. Blue Monday.
I think it's Blue Monday. I
want to say Blue Monday.
Good Morning Blue Monday. Yeah, something like that.
Slaughterhouse 5 is like one of my favorite books of all time.
Yeah.
I'd be really interested in picking up Hocus Pocus. I've never sat down to read Hocus Pocus, and
it was really good.
Oh yeah, I never. Yeah, neither.
I don't think I ever have, but like Vonnegut's great.
Yeah,
Vonnegut's great.
For more meta stuff, if people are interested, you can read Murakami books. Murakami, because he loves playing with chapter names.
Yeah,
especially.
Yeah,
and there's some really good just joke punchline shit in title names.
Like, there's so much that Murakami does that no one else I'm aware of does.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about his like dabbling in magical realism, like his specific what I'm gonna say his specific take on it is, just because I associate magical realism more with like Latin American writers, but he does a version of it that is really good, like in what is it, 1Q?
IQ 84.
IQ 84.
That's one of the few I haven't read.
He has a section. He has a whole chapter that just departs reality.
Yeah.
like a full like because the majority of IQ84 is a very realistic look at like people in their relationship to each other and how society can wear us down. And it's his version of 1984 is what he said.
Oh, okay.
But there's a whole section wherein a man gets off at the wrong stop in a train station and then discovers a town of cats that's literally just literally little cat businessmen walking around and like little cat shop owners. And then he has to hide in the church tower for 3 days and nights because the cats are like, there's a monster here, we have to kill it.
Yeah.
And it's a very weird scene that has very little bearing on the rest of the novel, and it feels...
Yeah.
He's very good at capturing how the inexplicable feels. He's good at recreating that feeling, because you're then like, did that man just have a break with reality?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of this in the narrative? Why did this happen?
Yeah, that happens in like Kafka on the Shore, where Colonel Sanders and Johnny Walker are characters, and they're pivotal character building characters.
It happens in After Dark, where a serial killer may be possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
And literally sees a demon staring back at him in his body. Yeah. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
I gotta read it. I haven't read anything from him.
I have like 6 books I can loan you.
I always advocate to start with either Norwegian Wood or After Dark, because I feel like
I would say start with The Wild Sheep Chase.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
That's his first book.
Okay.
All right.
I say once you read that, plus it has one of the most beautiful chapters I've ever seen in literature. I won't say any more than that.
Okay.
I wrote a paper on it.
Okay. Yeah.
And they went,
so
what, your thesis is this chapter's good?
Uh-huh.
That's I gotta be on that paper. And I went, yeah, I guess so. The only reason I gave you a B is because you had really good reasoning for an analysis of structure. But there's no... Like what? What, the thing's good?
It's good. Yeah. That's my thesis.
And I went, fair enough.
I deserve the A.
What I would have done immediately is, so are you saying it's not good? Is that what you're saying now? Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize. Oh.
Yeah. And he wrote like, he told me, he wrote a comment that he was like, it was probably one of the most well thought out papers, but the thesis is
this is good. Yeah. Right, guys?
That's fair.
It's fair.
That's fair.
But no,
it's good, and getting old sucks.
Is your argument that movies aren't real?
Yeah, oh my god, dude. Those 2 crack videos coming back to each other are like the fucking best.
I'm sorry.
Is your thesis, that Michael, that 9/11
changed everything? Or didn't it?
Fucking love that anyway.
Let's name other things 9/11 changed. I'll start shampoo. I was just watching, by the way, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, whom...
I gotta watch that, because
Dan O'Brien's a writer.
And I gotta watch The New American Dad, because...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've seen little bits of it. It still makes me laugh. Which I cannot say about other things.
I gotta try to figure out which jokes are Soren's.
I can immediately tell you right now, I just watched... There was a sketch. The last 2 weeks, John Oliver did.
Let's talk about fucking Gremlins.
No, but he did do 2 jokes that I was immediately. That's a Dan O'Brien joke. I can identify it. Right. One joke was calling the president a fucking ghoul. Yeah, and I was like, that's a Dan O'Brien.
That's what Dan O'Brien.
Yeah,
a ghoul. Yeah,
calls everyone
ghouls. Yeah. The other one. Which it's a really addictive term. I really like that word. The other one is, John lists countries by pronouncing their names wrong for 90 seconds.
That's great.
And and the joke is that Trump doesn't know other countries, but it's a joke that goes on slightly too long.
Yeah, that's a Dan O'Brien.
But then the The real punchline is the whole segment is about automation and how like a lot of our jobs aren't being lost to countries overseas. It's to machines.
Hell yeah.
And he then says, "Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that. I'm a comedian. That's never going to happen to me. Like if a machine tried to write a joke, it would just list names of countries for 90 seconds, and that wouldn't flow rhythmically. It would sound really weird to a human's ear." I would be shocked if that's not a Dan O'Brien joke. That feels like a Dan O'Brien joke.
He totally deserved that position.
Oh, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
So proud of him. I'm proud of him too. We did it. We did it.
Yeah, man, good job.
Yeah, good job. Congratulations,
Doctor.
We did it.
We watched him starting in high school. Now look at him. We raised him.
I just
like a newborn calf.
Did you? Jesus Christ! We breached him out.
Yeah.
Well, clearly he owes us. Get those royalty checks.
I remember when he used to go to WonderCon and as because Crack would booth at WonderCon.
Well, I remember when we would go to the Stan Lee's Comic Con.
Kamikaze back then.
Yeah, Kamikaze back then, and whenever they showed up.
Yeah.
We went to those.
And
they never did it again.
No.
What a shame.
What a shame.
There goes the past, guys.
There goes the past. So let's talk about the present.
Let's talk about the present.
Or the close past.
Yes.
What'd you all do?
Who wants to kick it off, man? No?
You want to go?
You know, let's let Ian go because me and you probably have a lot of overlap.
Okay. So I started watching American Gods. The second series just came back.
Okay.
It's good.
Cool. Next.
I like where it's going.
Okay.
How far is it in the book? Is it like a good amount? Or?
I'd say they're like the first.
Is your thesis you're enjoying the show?
But am I wrong?
I don't know. Do you enjoy it?
I'd say that
it's not supposed to be a binary question. It's supposed to be a debatable one.
I'm gonna say that they're about a third of the way through the book, or maybe a quarter. They've already got kind of set up this tension, but Shadow still hasn't gotten away from Wednesday yet.
Okay.
Because there's a long stretch where he needs to be by himself. They haven't gotten there. But, I don't know. I'm very interested in what's going on, and it seems like the show is really making its strides to flesh out everything as much as possible.
We got another season.
Exactly, basically. Because there's a lot of plot lines that are kind of... They're from the book, but more or less kind of fluffed up into something new. The Djinn gets his own plot line.
Yeah.
I want to say Shadow's wife gets her own plot line.
Yeah.
Mad Sweeney gets a plot line.
Yeah. But when does Magnum P.I. show up in order to get...
Great question.
Big Hoss?
Honestly, it kind of sounds like Preacher, where they kind of keep a lot of the certain story points. However, they kind of put the characters in different situations.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
It's comparable. I'd say that...
because when do we get the money so that God shows up?
That's a great question.
That's going to cost money.
Well, it's going to be a giant hand.
What about the spinning fire wheel that comes out of a glowing tube that leads to heaven?
Was that in the comic? Or?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Preacher?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can find the panel.
What
about when those two angels have sex?
With genitals?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in the sky.
And it's sky sex and on fire.
Sky sex, yes.
I'm so glad
Fiery
you specified.
so fiery aerial sex, yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
So no, the show's really...
once you do that, you can't really do anything after. It's just not the same.
It's never going to be the same, guys. I was going to say that,
Nature's crazy.
I miss Gillian Anderson a lot.
Oh, okay.
She's not in the show anymore.
Uh-huh.
And neither is Brian Fuller directing the show anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So Brian Fuller was the showrunner for season 1, director for season 1.
Yeah.
He And he brought Gillian Anderson of X-Files fame to be in the show as the god of media. And
that's
then,
such a good...
What a fucking
good casting.
What a good pick.
That's strong.
If you've caught up on season 1.
It should have... If the only other way to make that better, and I don't think he would have ever done it, is if to make Lorne Michaels the god of media.
That would have been tremendous.
He would have never... He doesn't act. Does Lorne Michaels act like...
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No. Lorne Michaels just out there as...
They should just film Lorne Michaels doing shit. And...
It's only in third person.
Just a GoPro strapped to his face?
No, it's just a camera we put in his office. Like, we cut scenes that we think are close to him.
Lorne Michael no liking.
No. Also that he does swish wine like a capricious god.
Right. You know, I was with
Michael.
Rodney Dangerfield.
I was with Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know, the other weekend I was talking to my friend.
I just realized that was a visual gag into it.
You know what? All the more for us.
Yeah.
But sorry, man.
The idea, and I forgot who is it?
John Mulaney.
It's John. No, it's not John Mulaney who pointed this out. It's the guy from Portlandia.
Bill Hader. Oh,
it's Bill Hader, and Fred Armisen was the one who told Bill Hader that the true tale of Lorne Michaels is to before you name drop someone,
he rubs
you have
his
to take
eyes.
a long pause and rub your temples,
like you're just real put out by it.
Yeah, that you have to say this.
Look,
and then you say the names really fast and then go into the thing.
Yeah, exactly. My was having dinner with me and my wife and Tom Hanks, and
I was with Chucky, and I was gonna.
I was hanging out with Keenan, and he was talking about.
It's talking about how we need to do about something about this Ted Bundy character.
Jeffrey Dahmer sharing sandwiches.
I don't know. Karen loved it. Tom hated it. It was a soft laugh.
Jeffrey loved the sandwich.
Man, if you don't know who Lorne Michaels is, this joke's for this is
for
all
no one.
Fucking for no one.
I don't care. I don't care.
It's
look
just
it
for
up.
comedy.
Yeah, just look it up.
Yeah, man. If you don't know who Lorne Michaels is, like you don't get how jokes work. I guess
you just don't get it.
Yeah, you just don't.
We talk like we know him, do.
Our close personal friend. We're so proud of it. We're so proud of it. But
so American Gods.
American Gods season 2 is really good. It picks up more or less right from the drop at the last one.
Yeah.
What I want to say though is so the show is great and that's unsurprising and they're already gearing up for the next kind of wow me scene that they're probably gonna do. What I keep thinking while I was watching the episode is I want Hannibal to come back now. Because that's the reason Brian Fuller and Anderson both left, was that Brian Fuller got the rights to do a season 4, not only do a season 4 of Hannibal, but turn Silence of the Lambs into the next season.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because the book rights.
And of course you're going to take that. Why would you
not fucking do that? And to be fair,
it's all coming to Netflix, so now I can actually catch up and watch.
Yes, exactly. So he got the ball rolling, I think, really well. Season 1 is great, and now Neil Gaiman isn't worried about being the executive producer of Good Omens.
Yeah,
which comes out while we're recording this.
Oh, really?
I've got to go watch that also.
Wow, I am so behind on television.
So that's all on Amazon Prime. The whole show's done. So now that he's done, he's also now showrunning American Gods himself. Okay. So
he's a real busy bee.
He's a real busy bee, and him and his missus,
yeah.
They're just out globetrotting all over the joint.
Did you see his missus? Oh, sick!
Cool.
Oh my God, the wire's disconnected from it too.
A ghost.
Which wire did you disconnect?
I don't know.
Just disconnect.
That looks like the phone line.
Oh, it's the one to the like.
Oh, dick. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no one's gonna see how convincing that looked.
That was terrifying. I was legitimately frightened for a moment.
I'm keeping that in. I'm keeping that in because I genuinely believe the phone was haunted for
a haunted kitchen.
You didn't see all the surprised looks on our faces.
We were horrified.
Especially Nick's. When he looked
I wasn't ready.
Because Nick disconnected the phone.
So, no, that show's really good, and I'm very excited for Hannibal, because I think I'd said it before. I think that it's possible Mads Mikkelsen is my preferred Hannibal right now.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
that's
and
good.
Anthony Hopkins is Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's just
interesting. But Mads Mikkelsen's just got that face and that look of an angry German.
He really does.
And, like... Yeah.
He's
evil.
He's got the look of...
He's such a villain. Like, he
excels at villainy.
I honestly hope he doesn't want to do other roles, because then I would feel bad. Because it would be a Steve Buscemi thing where, you're only going to be casted as this one type.
It's going to be the Alan Rickman thing.
Yeah. Oh,
you're only going to be this one guy.
Or Chris Tucker.
Or Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're right.
Like, look how long it took for Paul Rudd to get into...
other things.
All this stuff he wanted to do.
Yeah, man. He had to do Clueless and then, like, 15 years of basically Clueless. So that's all great.
It felt like 15
Instead
years.
of all the amazing comedies he wanted to do.
Instead of Tim and Eric's $1 Million movie.
Yes.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. I just know the concept.
It's grim, man.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, not great, or
it's I don't know, like it's for me, Tim and Eric is kind of hit and miss.
Yeah.
It is a movie that dares you to keep watching this fucking movie.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I fully believe.
Are you having a good time? Yeah. No. What about this? It's man. It is rough, and what I think is my preferred fact about that movie is it debuted at Cannes.
Oh, yeah? That's amazing.
I mean...
Oh, my God. Just the idea... And then, like, all these film critics...
Yeah.
The best film critics of Europe...
Yeah.
Coming together, having to watch that movie. and then writing, like... I don't understand. The protagonists are not likable at all. These just American assholes. Guys, I promise I'll finish up my things. I only have a handful of things, really. Right. But cool. I was watching like trailers that are going to come out soon.
Okay.
And this is not on my looking forward to list. This is on my why list.
Sure. We'll turn it into a segment.
Why is this list?
Why not?
It's a segment that follows.
It's point counterpoint.
Medea goes to space.
Guys.
But Medea Comes Back to Earth is a way more interesting movie.
Yeah.
Like, let's not make the first one and just make one where she comes back and not explain the problem.
It takes place at night.
The whole time, guys.
Because of the space.
The filmmaker who directed Antichrist and Nymphomaniac, he's a Scandinavian gentleman whose name for some reason is fallen right out of my head. But he's very well known. He apparently
assuredly.
Yes. He's a person. Have you seen Antichrist before?
No.
Don't.
I know about it.
Fuck, man. I
haven't seen it.
I can't even recommend that movie.
Yeah. It's tough for me to watch religious horror movies because a lot of stuff starts hitting real close to home.
It's
real quick.
Is it bad or?
It's not even that it
depends.
Man, like the way I feel about the movie Antichrist.
Yeah. Wait, is that the one with Anthony Hopkins and the guy becomes a priest?
No.
Okay.
No.
After he does final rites to a dying dude. What movie am I fucking thinking of? Anthony Hopkins gets possessed by Paul. Someone find it for me.
The movie Antichrist has a William Dafoe with his 10 years younger wife, and it just becomes this person losing it, just becoming unhinged entirely. Okay. And then there's really graphic scenes of weird sex to violent sex to
that's where the baby falls out.
The baby falls off of a balcony while they're having sex.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there's a scene where the famous shot of the film, if I may, is Hughes H. Macy ejaculating blood onto a tree, and then turning to see I'm not making this up. All of the movie, turning to see a fox watching him, and then the fox just hisses and then says, "Chaos reigns," and then runs away. And that's kind of the tone of the movie.
Yeah.
I was hoping it's Green Goblin.
Spider-Man. What was the director's name? If you pulled that up real quick, but
I'll check.
Yeah, but so this gentleman just made a new movie called
Lars von Trier.
Lars von Trier. He just made a new movie called Something About Jack, something like that, or A Story About Jack. And Lars von Trier was banned from Cannes for making Antichrist.
Okay.
It was just so upsetting to people.
Yeah.
They were like, "This isn't even about art. You are just deliberately trying to fuck with people.
Yeah.
You can't come back."
Oh, The House That Jack Built.
The House That Jack Built was the first movie in 15 years he's been allowed to premiere at Cannes. And that one, they were like, "You're not allowed to compete. We're letting you show it.
Yeah.
It's not allowed to compete for shit." And apparently 200 people walked out of the screening and they said, this is worse.
Oh, okay.
You took our, it's, to quote The Ventures,
yeah.
"We told you were on thin ice." And did you get off the ice? You jumped around like you're having a conniption fit.
Is that the one, Matt Dillon?
Yeah.
What was that movie about?
Oh, man. I couldn't begin. I couldn't even begin.
So you're telling us you watched The House That Jack Built?
I watched Antichrist.
Okay.
And I saw that The House That Jack Built came out, and they're putting in advertisements, "The movie's so good, Cannes banned me twice."
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, like Human Centipede.
Oh, suck a dick.
Yeah,
Lars
that's a
von
way
Trier.
to get me. That's a way to get me to not watch something.
Yeah, right. I mean, if
I haven't seen the movies, but just hearing that line, it's like, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's like people who think that having the descriptor extreme makes something good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways that word can be applied. It doesn't make it good. Could be extremely terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't know. I saw that trailer and I was like, fuck that. No. And then what else have I been doing? I've been mostly listening to podcasts just because I'm driving so much.
Yeah. Same here.
I'm either at the office or I'm driving. So
have you listened to more of Conan O'Brien? He's a Friend?
I have. I really like it.
Isn't it great?
It's such a good show.
It is. And I've been telling people. And they're like, "Are you just on that Conan O'Brien fan?" And I'm like, "No, it's actually good.
It's a legitimately good show."
Yeah.
I know we've already talked about the conversation he has with
Colbert.
Which struck a chord.
Struck a big chord. It struck. I mentioned this on the stream. It struck such a big chord that as soon as I finished it, I texted Ian and went, "Hey," and I gave him the link. You have to listen. If there's any time, this is now. You have to listen to this episode.
And after I played it, I just thought fuck.
Yeah, why did Chris send me this? I'm trying to get to
I'm trying to have a nice time, man. It's not a bummer. It's deeply thoughtful. It's a really thoughtful.
It's deeply thoughtful. It's just something I never thought I would hear talked about. It's a very. It's one of those things where it's so specific.
Yeah.
That I don't know how many people relate to what they're talking about. but I know I related to it on way too deep a level.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
With who again? Sorry.
It was
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert, and they're just kind of talking about their artistic process, I guess you could say. Their artistic process, and it's... Ooh.
It's not even artistic only, it's like life.
I mean, it's just generally their approach to life.
So their approach to life.
Yeah.
And how... it's... Okay, I'm not going to go into it, but like... anyway, go listen to it. It's great. Plus, it's hilarious, too. Like...
They're really... I mean, Ron Funches... I really liked that episode. And Ron Funches is one of my favorite comics. He's
one of my favorite like contemporary comics right now.
I just listened to the first half of Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
which is just as delightful. Jeff Goldblum's description of every episode of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Yeah,
opens with the guest saying, "My name is blank."
Yeah,
and I feel blank about being Conan O'Brien's friend. And do you remember?
It's a long diatribe.
Just Jeff Goldblum's is my name's Jeff Goldblum, and I feel blank about being Conan O'Brien's friend. I feel lucky. I feel.
And then it's like 2 minutes long, and then during this they do like to do a neat song transition. It's just a kick drum going on, but it's like that for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
and then Conan finally ends up saying, you only needed to say
one word. I feel Jeff Goldblum. There's something deeply reassuring about knowing that there's no performance.
Yeah.
For him.
That's him.
That he is such a mercurial, specific person.
Yeah.
That's just what you see is what you get.
Oh yeah.
So that's yeah.
I really like the one with Wanda Sykes.
Too. I haven't heard that one yet.
There's a thing where I totally relate to her, and it's like, I forgot because they view themselves as friends. It's like, can I come over? And she's like, oh no, no. If you, I don't let anyone into my house. Like if I let you into my friend, we're on the level of I will call you to hide a body. Level of thing. I don't let people that close to me.
Wow.
Plus, I just love Wanda Sykes.
She's really funny.
Oh, yeah.
She's very funny. So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a podcast called what have I been listening to? Dream Boy is big for me right now.
No,
it's very strange.
Okay.
It's a
podcast about being a boy
who's dreaming,
who's made of dreams.
Who's
Thank
made
you
of
very
dreams.
much.
Yes. It's the
superhero.
The main voice actor and the writer of the show is a musician from a band that I'm not familiar with, and I've been meaning to look it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
did they say the name of the band?
No, he's not yet. It's just obliquely mentioned that he does all
I
of
may have been able to tell you, but
his name is Dane Terry.
Nah.
He does all the composition for the show.
So much for my knowledge.
Well, there you go.
I can tell you that Freddie Mercury had 4 extra teeth, and that may have been what gave him a long range. Although apparently they cover that in the movie.
Do they?
Apparently, I haven't seen the movie.
We really should watch that movie.
I saw a clip of that movie, and I was getting angry because the editing was so bad.
Is it choppy?
Oh, it's something else. Like,
the trailer. People make trailers are different from the people who make the movie.
No, this was like a full clip.
Oh, this was like a section,
like a movie. Like this was a scene.
Okay.
And it was just shot. Like
it was like a dance
I don't have
hall
to show
in 2010.
You know, we should just watch it.
I saw it.
Oh, you saw it? What did you think of the editing?
I mean, editing wise, I don't think it was as bad. I know what trailer talked about. I don't think it was that bad. There was actually cool ways they shot like the tours when they tour around the world.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The way they the transition between each country when they were touring was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way they shot the Live Aid, the famous Live Aid tour, I thought was clever. Given that they obviously aren't going to hire like 30 million people.
Yeah.
In there, but I mean, editing-wise...
How many were cardboard standing?
Well, you can clearly see CGI. Right? There's some
people doing it in exact synchronization.
Yeah. I hope that this doesn't... I don't think this is a spoiler, but can I ask... do they get up to the Barcelona period of his life?
What about his cats?
Because I know that's really late in the game.
There's like once. They refer to it once.
Okay. Because I like that song.
What about his cats?
Yeah.
He loves cats.
But they don't outright say it, but he just talks about his cats and like...
I had a friend that... I had a coworker of mine that was really mad they didn't talk about his parents.
Oh.
Or that was really... He loved the movie, he was just bummed out they didn't talk about it.
He had adopted parents.
He had adopted parents.
Because he grew up in Nepal? Or
they showed up.
He was born in Nepal or
India?
No,
but I mean like their relationship
really didn't. Yeah, no, they showed up.
He didn't come out till later to the old age.
I mean, there's a lot.
See, this is the problem. This is the problem with me watching any music documentary, especially movie style, like Straight Outta Compton, is I know too much, and I know too much about.
That's not what OGB would say.
And I can just go, where's Suge Knight? Why are we going to get to the trial? Are we going to...
Oh, yeah, they were after me.
Why is Jay-Z portrayed as the hero?
It doesn't even...
Dr. Dre. Yeah. Dr. Dre's a victim now, I guess.
I'm sorry, Dr. Dre. Yeah, no, sorry. Dr. Dre is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do we get to the famous line of I see the one that is in the Hall of Records in the Department of Justice?
That's right, guys.
Of Ice-T saying the bitch had it coming. Why...
What a magical time.
But it was just one
flight. Did we get into the movies?
What?
Are we there yet? Does Ice-T...
NWA or... Well, no, because they threw one of their members under the bus. Like that's why they never referred to him. Suge Knight. And then it was...
Because he's a criminal.
No, I mean like with NWA, there was one of the producers... Oh,
yeah, there's a fourth one.
One of the early producers.
Yeah.
They threw under the bus.
That's true. They always talk... They'll mention Suge Knight. They'll never talk about the fourth guy.
Yeah.
I always forget.
He produced a lot of the early tracks, yeah.
Yeah.
But contract and like there's more money if you abandon him and for
Yeah.
No, it's
money all around me.
Yeah, money.
Cash rules everything around me.
Cash rules everything around me.
Cream get the money. So how's your thing going?
So my thing's good. I've been listening.
This is why I'll never watch music documentaries. I've made it a thing now. Because I become the most insufferable version of myself. That's coming from me.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, real quick, with Bohemian Rhapsody, they kind of hint at the party thing.
The dwarf thing?
No, everything.
Oh,
they just do a long shot, and it's clearly like they're referring. It's like all the stories of the different parties are put into one man, like under a roof.
Okay.
And it's like a long shot of him walking around his mansion during a party.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you get kind of an idea.
Well, because like Freddie Mercury partied hard.
Yeah.
He
was truly the Andrew WK of his time.
I mean, Freddie Mercury. There were stories about Freddie Mercury.
The Spoons. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, Freddie Mercury would like do sets where he would sing 2 songs, go off stage, and have unprotected sex with someone in the back of the stage. Come back, sing a few more songs, do cocaine, have sex with someone, do more songs. How is a human being not catch fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then dwarf plates.
At least Bryan Singer wasn't there at the Oscars. Now, why didn't they say that? I'd like to thank Bryan Singer for not being here tonight.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. I had actually just oh shit. Sorry. My body's all bunched up.
Oh, my back is gone. That's why I'm leaning like this.
My hammies.
It's so I'm supporting myself with just the chair. He's right here.
I think the people who I work with think I'm dying because like every few hours I'll just like lean back in my chair. And, like, the feeling that goes up my spine, I just go...
Oh, man, you should... Okay, you should see everyone I work with. We all look like we have health problems that we are way too young for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We all have bad backs. Like, it's crazy. It's nuts.
No, man. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible, but... Like,
one of my coworkers may or may not have had a hernia. We don't know because he never went to the doctor.
He really should, because he might die.
Jesus Christ!
He might either he dies or he doesn't. If he dies, he dies.
But he's fine. That was a while ago. That was like months ago.
Oh,
the grace period.
Well, the funny thing is that when you get a hernia, it comes back. It's guaranteed to come back
unless you get it like treated. Yeah,
treated. If you don't get it treated, but yeah, they do.
I would also like to say I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea if it was an actual hernia. Mm-hmm. I just was very scared that it was a hernia.
Jesus. I mean, there's two types of hernia, right? There's the painful one, and there's the one that you wish you died.
Oh yeah.
There's the one where there's a rupture in your stomach wall, muscular wall, and then there's the one where I'm not making this up. This is real, where your intestines actually push into your scrotum.
Yeah, that's what I thought he had.
That sounds fucking nightmare.
Because the description was he picked up something and he felt it in his balls.
No!
Wait, really?
No!
Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah.
No!
How is he not going to get jig?
How?
I'd be freaking out. I would just leave.
He made me you should hear about his lifestyle. He
I'm sorry!
For the way he's living, he's doing really well.
I'm sorry. Anytime I hear someone who isn't a judge saying that, it's always, I'd like to hear about his lifestyle.
He may outlive us all for how well he's doing.
Gotta be bad, man, if you're like a doctor and have a patient that smokes like crazy and they keep coming back.
And they're just like, what's up? And it's like, I guess you're fine. But
Mike, are you still smoking after your 4th heart transplant?
God damn. You know the world's not made of hearts. But then also, there's all these weird stories that I do kind of believe to a certain degree that health is relative, body to body.
Yeah. No, it's totally a roll of the dice. You're playing a chance. You're playing a game of chance.
Really, it's because I hear about all these fucking southern men who live down in the Panhandle and shit, and they're living to be 112, and it's like, what's your lifestyle like? Well, I sit in this chair all day and I eat fried food and I drink malt liquor.
Well, everyone's got a number.
And you're just like, that's not fair.
That's what the fuck are you doing? What do you? I mean, do you eat anything besides fried casserole and fried chicken? Well, sometimes I like to roll off a cigarette while I finish off some nice grits.
Then I go bear hunting. As you do.
As you do.
And then I do 1,000 push-ups.
And how did you get so strong? I did 100 push-ups a day.
Incline.
Gosh,
I get one of the neighborhood children to sit on top of me.
Pick up truck calisthenics, yeah.
There's also a podcast I've been listening to called the RFK tapes, which I enjoy very much.
Rigatoni, fettuccine, kill us all.
There it is. It's literally just about people investigating the kind of there's a lot of recording that's just from the 60s.
Okay.
So some of the audio is rough. That's not newer. But it's just interesting stuff about talking about the RFK assassination and the kind of investigation around Sirhan and
Gianni Versace.
And Gianni Versace. Sirhan and Gianni Versace. What a pair!
Oh god, reset the clock for this shit.
I also rewatched this.
This was literally the last podcast episode. It was me talking about, man, I like names.
See, that's a good...
I took a drink. I was gonna spit into the fucking microphone. Don't do that.
I like funny names.
That's my shtick.
That's my shtick.
Coffney.
Aliens.
What's it? Helena Bonham
Carter.
Carter.
That's fun to say.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Gianni Versace.
I know a name that's fantastic to say. The old Prime Minister of Italy was named Silvio Berlusconi. I cannot...
That is such a mobster name. That is,
isn't it? Silvio Berlusconi.
That's not an Italian name. That's an Italian-American name.
Or Max Steel Paint.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Which, by the way, you're not a million miles off. Silvio Berlusconi is like one of the handful of people who have like a friendship with Vladimir Putin.
Oh, okay.
And he's that kind. I feel like that tells you what you need to know about him as a person. But it's like
it's very persuasive.
He's very persuasive. He had 4 consecutive presidential terms, and he only lost the majority vote. So, like, there had been rumors about him hiring, like, sex workers to come see him at his house.
Yeah.
He's a 76-year-old man.
Yes.
Then the rumors became... Then the rumors became these women are between the ages of 25 to 15.
Oh.
And then the rumors became, like, oh, he's hiring, like, groups of them all at once because that's how he does it.
Yeah.
And he only...
And we're all just playing Halo.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then the rumors became he was hiring out the nicest restaurants out of the Vatican to cater his weird sex parties. And
if anyone was going to do it, it'd be the Vatican.
It's the Vatican. And here's the thing. So that's 4 consecutive presidential terms. That's 4 times 8. That's 16 years. 16 years he did shit like that, and people basically knew. It wasn't until they had a audio recording of him being like, well, I can put you in Parliament if you do a sex on me, that he finally got an approval rating lower than 50%.
Oh, wow.
Silvio Berlusconi, I cannot get him out of my head. He is what? Why?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. It's a funny name.
Retire. Oh my god.
That's the true takeaway.
That's the true takeaway, guys. Yeah. What a silly name.
What a silly name. So what else you have to?
I mean, honestly, guys, there's not loads more. I've started reading the new Robert Galbraith. It's not high art. It's just kind of a page turner. It's a mystery novel.
You don't have to like justify.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah.
He of course is J.K. Rowling, and so no, it's cute. It's fun, and I kind of like that she's. I think that after J.K. Rowling wrote a book called The Casual Vacancy, I feel like there was a lot of pressure that she was feeling because that Casual Vacancy was her first book that wasn't Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And so she wanted to prove, 1, I can write a book for adults. 2, I can write a real novel that's serious and it's got themes in it.
Sex.
Ooh, it's got drugs and you'll see. And I feel like now she's kind of. I'm honestly enjoying it more. She's not pushing anything super high. There's not a huge goal other than this is a fun time.
This is a story I wanted to
just have a fucking fun time, you know what I mean? And without any expectation, that makes it more fun.
Okay.
So Lethal White, the 4th book in her mystery novels. Good. It's good. I like it.
So says Ian.
Ian approved.
It's gonna be a blurb on
chick. I like it. It's good. I like it. What's I don't know if you have in your mind a blurb on a book that you really like.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Hang on, give me a sec. This is an excellent question. I can't believe I don't have an answer. Like, this seems like a thing I would totally
like one-worded
think about.
Well, the one I can think of is what a great Oh no, the moon! Yeah. Oh, a werewolf on the back of Tina Fey's book.
I had to write one for class. What the fuck did I write?
Do you remember what the book was?
I don't know. You know what? Give me some time. I'll come up with something.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So we'll get. This is a great way to segue into
Nick's thing.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, man?
You know what? Someone give me a book. Someone give me a book that you know I've read.
That I know you've read.
Yeah.
Fucking War and Peace.
I have not read
it. Brothers of Karamazov.
I only got like
Anna Karenina. Let's not go to the Russian novels.
Book of Leaves.
Book of Job.
Book of Eli. Book of Life.
Leaves of Grass.
Leaves of Grass my ass.
Leave
That's
us alone.
Leaves of Grass my ass.
The Crying of Lot 45? 49?
Lot 45, they should have been Lot 44 where they have to run over another one. That was supposed to go to a homeless shelter. Instead, they made it Lot 45.
Catcher in the Rye.
Filthy book.
Filthy. Dirty. Dirty.
Catcher in the Rye. This isn't about whiskey. Hot
take.
take.
Great Gatsby.
So says Chris.
Great Gatsby. Great shirts.
Great Gatsby, great pages, great book, great read.
4 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
Friggin' Slaughterhouse 5. 5 out of 5.
Slaughterhouse 5. They should have slaughtered the other 4 and made a bigger, stronger Slaughterhouse 5 so you can get Slaughterhouse.
The road. Walk or run, but get it.
The road. The
Hobbit.
The road. It's a long road to walk. It's faster to hitchhike, though.
Oh, man. So, yeah. Those are books. What about you? What you been doing?
I was going to say nothing much. Just going to end it right there.
Cool. Great stuff.
Mostly just been like getting close to finishing some stuff.
Groovy.
I'm close to finishing Zero Ranger, the game, on Steam. It's
the shmup.
Yeah, the shmup. So with that game, all I'll say is that if you have even a sliver of an interest for shoot 'em ups, please get that game because it has like a little bit of everything from every shmup up to this point. It's kind of like Gurren Lagann, where it's like a celebration of the genre, and
yeah, the few minutes, the hours or so I've had playing it have been great.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's
beautiful.
Yeah, the animation is freaking killer for each cutscene.
Yeah.
And how just the stages are pretty insane. Where I had to keep reminding myself that it's one stage. Where like I look at one level and I could think that's an entire game of itself.
Yeah.
People have sold that game in the past for like $20, and this game
that's
was
probably what the gimmick was. Then, if it's a celebration of all shmups, since you'll make a level.
Yeah.
And it does the thing. Oh God! So now that you've told me that, I have to look forward to the Ikaruga level.
Oh yeah.
Where you switch styles.
Oh yeah, dude, you get a drill.
Of course you do. Why? This kind of game,
Chris. It's.
No, don't spoil it for me.
No.
Because you know I'm gonna be.
I know, but you know when I say drill, I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Ian. So then, besides that, I got close to finishing Claire's second run for RE2.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that game. I mean, that game's great.
Which one are you doing? Leon A.
I did Leon A and then Claire B. Because when I first.
Are you gonna do Claire A, Leon B?
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Play it. Well, because
not real hardcore. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, because I played RE2 originally the canon way of Claire then Leon.
Yeah.
So I want to flip it. I haven't gone to the DLC missions yet.
Okay.
But I heard those are really good.
I heard they're really good.
Yeah, it's free too.
Plays Tofu.
It's crazy. Yeah, Tofu.
Those costumes, those PS1 costumes look crazy.
Look awesome.
That engine. Yeah. They're amazing. I need more of that shit. I need more like Polygon. Brought into the high def.
You want Unreal Engine 4?
I stand by Polygon. Some of the best figures ever made that I've ever seen in online are those Virtua Fighter 1 figures.
Those are sick.
Because they're in their polygons. It's not a representation of what the character is. It's the actual just model of sharp, edgy, pointed polygons put together. Yeah. It's the best.
Yeah. So speaking of sharp polygons, I've been playing Adult Swim game, Desync. It's a first-person shooter with has RPG elements in it, kind of like Borderlands.
Okay.
Where you have a skill tree.
Rocket repel grenade.
Yeah. And then, but this one's it's more of an arena tournament like Quake, where you kind of.
I'm so glad you guys ignored that joke. It was so bad. Okay. Anyway, keep going.
Well, no, it was great.
No, it was really good.
No, it was bad. No, don't you dare.
Well, I give it to you. You want to throw it away?
Yes, I want it. I want it gone. It's one of those things where it hit my head and I went, I shouldn't say this. I'm going to say this anyway. It's going to be...
You tossed me a ball, I toss it back. No.
Yeah, I don't want it. You're supposed to cue it. No, you're not even supposed to touch it. Just let it roll into the ditch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that game's really good. If you're into first-person unique takes on first-person shooters, kind of like Bulletstorm, where it's all about the skills. Where in this one, they kind of reduce like the quantity, where it's more focused on like kind of the speed. There's more of an emphasis on speed, which I like. I've always been a fan of, like Titanfall 2. I talked about before on the podcast. Besides that, I'm like halfway through the Monogatari series novels.
Okay.
Those are really good because my biggest issue with the original series and anime was I didn't like the main character.
Okay.
Compared to everyone else. I mean, they have a compromise where in the novel the author really likes back and forth banter between characters and inner
dialogue.
And dialogue, yeah. But no, I was saying like
I say that like such an asshole. I'm sorry. That's not a knock against you, but I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. But it's like one of those things where you like you don't want that in a movie or a show. You don't want dialogue. Wait.
So banter.
That's not a knock against you. That's all I wanted to clarify.
No, see, that was really funny.
Yeah. That's going into my type 5. What we should do? We should have a stream, and like one of us, like just we'll randomly do this where we give our type 5.
Jesus Christ. So, my wife, right, guys?
Top 5 things I hate.
My wife, or come on, my wife.
Am I right, guys? Yeah, this guy gets it.
Just the Hannibal Buress thing.
Oh yeah.
Bitches be shopping.
Yay. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Kimmy won a word for just one joke. He's like, yo man, stop hating. Who shot Hannibal?
Who could have done this?
Yeah.
Oh god. You ever see that there's that meme of like Claire where it has Claire's head on Eric Andre's body, and on the White House, when he's in front of the White House for the Republican Party event, and it says Leon's pants, and it's him going, "Let me in, let me in."
Oh, do they try to play it up that in the new version? Because Resident Evil is known for being a sexless.
Yeah. Which still baffles me. Like.
Characters who just no regards for sex.
Nope.
They are married to their jobs.
Married to the job, married to the mission.
Except Ada Wong.
Yeah.
But like she never brings.
Yeah.
The game's sense of sex, I think, is exactly like a adolescent or pre-adolescent view.
I wouldn't even say it's the game. I think it's the characters.
Oh, the characters?
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's a hindrance.
This is a distraction.
Yeah.
It could be punching boulders.
They are married to stars.
And boulders.
No,
that game is great.
Cool.
It's kind of cool seeing like the differences between the original and the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really amped the gore. Which I talked about before.
Yeah. It's only in the American version.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do they keep the English voice actors, or is it also Japanese and Japan?
I know Resident Evil is one of the few where they keep the English voice actors.
Yeah. They just subtitle in Japanese.
Because they made it they take it from such Western influences that they're like, yeah, I can't make it. Having said that, I don't know. I don't know who the Japanese voice actors are right now.
Okay. No. I'm sorry. I had a stroke.
No, it's alright. Like I know it's just things I like. No, but
the game's good.
Yeah, the game's good. That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
It doesn't suck.
Okay.
That's my thesis.
Oh wow.
I was gonna
controversial.
Oh yeah, very hot take.
Well, I was gonna say about the
binary though.
The gore about the gore. Just it made me think. Have you guys had the conversation? I was watching. The movie. This film is not rated.
No.
Sounds familiar.
It's a documentary film about the MPAA and how the MPAA...
Oh, no, that sounds interesting.
It's a very interesting film.
My only thing is, like... Well, no, never mind. That's for games. Never mind. Go ahead.
But, like, essentially the premise of the film is that the MPAA claims to have guidelines that are more or less arbitrary.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm sorry. MPAA, is that movies or games?
That's movies.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Motion Picture Association.
So eventually we get to George Lucas, or no, I'm sorry, Steven Spielberg, going, I want an in-between.
PG-13.
Oh, that's a part of the movie, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about... Well, that's the turning point. That's like... It's when that becomes like...
And then they, like, describe what kind of swearing is what. Like, fuck is somehow worse than shit or any of the other swears.
Yeah, just coming up with weird, arbitrary, like... We now have to make definitions of these cultural...
And then...
I was going to say another change was, like, early... I think it was, like, early 2000s for our movies. It was, like, sexual violence, but now it's seen with a rape. Or a rape scene.
Yeah.
So,
and then they describe like
versus you're totally right. Versus like just sexual abuse, like
you can get away with
a variation. Well, you know what? Okay, never mind. Well, we're gonna do something.
I was gonna say you can get away with like a sex scene in a PG-13 as long as it's shot from like either the waist like or like
close,
super dark.
If you have sex
super
and it's
bright.
and it's shot anywhere lower.
Yeah.
Automatically are.
Right.
If J.J. Abrams does a sex scene with lens flares everywhere, I do it.
And if you have any sexual position besides missionary, automatically are.
Yeah, are.
Automatically are.
It's never for. You have to save room for Jesus.
That's yeah. Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, Captain Kirk.
I just always think of like 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 high school dances.
The nuns.
Yeah. No, it's a flip apart. You gotta leave room for Jesus.
Jesus was a baby.
I can try that as a pickup line.
It won't.
No. Oh no.
Hey man, it won't.
Like
work.
as a dark way to suggest a threesome. Like, hey,
I wasn't even thinking.
Oh, okay. I had a really fun time with you. You want to save some room for Jesus? My roommate.
My roommate's got him. I'm sorry. Speaking of which, I caught up to Black Jesus. At least
cool.
Up till he got canceled.
Wait, they made more? Oh.
No,
it's a great. I was
about to say, like, what?
It's a wonderful show, man. And also great. Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. Charlie Murphy. No, those last 2 episodes he did, man, he looked.
Yeah. He was having a hard time, man.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But no, that's Aaron McGruder's writing at his best. Personally,
it really is. Yeah.
He was killing it. Yeah.
And I mean, like, I only wish that I wish to see him do a new thing.
Yeah.
Because I think the only thing that he's done, the thing he did before Black Jesus was Red Tails, and that was, that was severely meh.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what were you thinking?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem with Red Tails is it screams of, like, there was studio interference.
Oh, it's definitely, like... And it's also a movie that, like, wants to declare itself proudly, like, you see, guys? Look how thoughtful we're being. Look how... Ooh.
They're just like everyone else. They die like everyone else.
Exactly.
But it's so obvious it's not his choice, like...
Yeah.
That was a real shame.
Yeah.
And...
I was gonna say, like, his episode on, like, the church was really hitting it was hitting pretty home.
Yeah.
Kind of like not only like the side of it, like the money side of how much they collect, but it's also like being a participant and not agreeing with it, but keeping it to yourself because of family.
Yeah.
You better fucking perform.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've talked about on the podcast my very first... I think since I've done the podcast, I attended my very first Mass ever. And how odd.
Like Catholic Mass?
A Catholic Mass.
Yeah, welcome to that shit.
What a weird...
You're trying to just figure out when to stand up and when to...
It's so like...
No one tells you shit.
No one explains everything, because it's so communal.
You wait for the organ player to say, we will now begin this prayer, and then you go up, and you do your Hail Marys, and you...
It also didn't help
Did you bring your fucking rosary?
I did not.
That's you're not a real fucking Catholic. That's what...
Yeah, I know. Look at me.
Yeah,
I went to.
Were you smoking? Were you sizzling in there?
I was. It was. I wish. Jesus Christ.
How close to the front were you?
We were middle.
Oh yeah,
middle.
they knew.
I'm just kidding.
I went.
They knew.
I was.
You wouldn't go alone.
Yeah, I would never go alone to Catholic Mass, man. I was also in a neighborhood. There was no English Mass. It was all
Spanish.
It was a Spanish Mass.
Oh damn.
So like I was feeling like
you got to experience
it was Spanish and Latin mixed between, and the priest. Here's the other fucking thing.
But there's two things. How many times did the crowd laugh?
I don't remember them laughing.
Okay, so you went to like a real hardcore.
I don't remember them laughing. The only part that was like comforting at all.
Yeah.
That I would describe is I expected straight throughout the music to sound like the Omen soundtrack, I guess. Like,
yeah,
like, I don't know.
Is that a Catholic stereotype? I don't like. That's a new one to me.
Like some Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Like it's like
it's a cool one.
We love like
I love the Omen.
I expect all the Mass music to sound like we love God, but also we're scared as fuck.
No.
You know, like
you're thinking of like Seventh-day Advent, or like evangelical. You're thinking like real God-fearing shit.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about you just better show up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like the music was, if anything,
you're
like,
not here. We know this.
The music, if anything, reminded me of kind of like 60s shit. At least the the music as people were filtering in, it was like kind of light and like.
It's almost like baseball. Like it's almost like
Yeah, okay.
Well, because it's an organ.
It's an organ.
Yeah.
And then like the priest was not in black, and he did not have a white collar. The priest was the oldest man who has ever lived, and he was in like a big blood red.
Okay, so your idea of Catholic,
yes,
we gotta talk.
Is not actually like what. Most Hispanic Catholic are.
That's probably fair.
You're thinking of like Southern
okay.
Baptist.
Yeah.
We're talking. Was he in robes?
He was in a big red, like blood red robe. That
was blue. Was it blue lining?
Yes.
Blue lining. There was and
he had a hat. He had a little hat.
Oh,
it
he
wasn't a big
wore
hat,
a hat,
but he did have a hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a huge hat, but he had a hat.
Okay. What kind of hat?
It was like embroidered with something. Is my vague recollection of the hat. It had like a kind of pattern on it.
You may have gone to a mass with a fucking cardinal.
Fuck.
I think that was a cardinal.
Because he was, again...
He smelled you.
Jesus Christ.
Give me a sec.
This gentleman who gave the mass...
Give me a sec.
I say this with respect, everyone. I'm not trying to be... He shambled to the front of the building. He was like shaking and like all that, and then he gets to the podium, the altar. That's the word. And he starts delivering mass, and every single time he stopped talking, I was like, "Oh God, is he okay? Oh God, if this
was the hat close to a yarmulke style?"
Yeah, it looked actually kind of adjacent.
You may
to
have
that.
been.
That was a cardinal.
You may have been.
Was that a fucking cardinal?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait, you said blue, right?
It was lined blue, blood red outside.
It's weird. It's usually gold. Maybe, dude.
Maybe it was Casual Friday. Who knows?
But that, to your point, Nick, I'm sorry that I diverted so much, but
that's cool.
To your point,
yeah.
Near the end, a collection plate goes by.
And
there's money, and I'm like, I say to my friend who's more familiar, I didn't do a thing. It's like, oh, it's fine. Like, nobody makes you. It's like, okay, cool.
Just judge you.
Yeah, they just judge the fuck out of you. Absolutely. The woman sitting in front of me with her children did fucking look. And then another plate.
And she didn't say peace be with you when you left.
Bus. Yes, yeah. That was a thing. She did not shake my hand. She did not give me peace.
That's right. That's right.
And
piece of shit.
But then another plate fucking comes by, and I just thought like, oh no, it's okay. We already got it. And he's like, oh no, this is the other plate.
Yeah.
There's two. There's two. I'm unfamiliar with this.
That's why I don't go, man. I don't have the money.
That's double taxation, sir. And so that happens. And so anyway, that happens.
For the church.
Isn't it amazing?
One's for a charity.
That's free money.
Exactly.
That's free money. Yeah.
One's for
sponsoring.
Yeah, exactly. And then, son of a bitch, the old man he concludes. He's like, and amen, da 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 da. Love and peace. Love each other.
Adios,
and then as he steps down from the altar, he's going down the center aisle, and he withdraws a little fucking trick-or-treat bag that's the same color as his robe, and he kind of like gives a little shimmy at the people at the edge.
Yeah, that's new to me. That's probably a cardinal thing.
And people are putting money in his little trick-or-treat bag.
Yeah, that's new to me. That one's new to me. No. I've never been in the presence of a cardinal.
Sir, are you asking for 3 monies?
3 monies?
Isn't that amazing? Dude, okay.
I say it's the Jew in the building.
What an amazing business move he made.
Right?
That's an amazing business move. That's a financial success.
Yeah, for real, that third one's new to me. That's like...
that's not a thing that's done.
I've never been in the prison. I've never been in prison.
Okay.
I've never been in the presence of a cardinal. That's crazy. Is that why your friend took you?
No, it was just a joke off thing that I did at the minute. Like we'd had breakfast.
So it's a joke to you? Is that what you're saying? What?
You're putting me in a position.
Ian, that's...
Okay.
Okay.
We're back?
We're back.
Hey.
Oh, shit. That was scary.
That was terrifying, huh?
The screen flashed white and then everything closed.
They're freaking out.
But
luckily, I was able to recover the previous audio file, so it should be fine.
Should be good.
Just merged these.
Yeah.
Nick cleared up some space. Thank you, Nick.
No problem.
So back to you making fun of the religion.
So you went there because you thought it was funny, or?
I went...
We missed my hilarious joke where I said it's the equivalent of me going to the temple and reading from the Torah.
Which I'm sure the rabbi would be into.
Yeah. Just me doing a bunch of throat noises.
Jesus Christ, just Fleming sounds. Just
and
all
be like, okay, we know.
all the old Jewish women just crossing their arms.
I don't get it. He said it better than most of the other. Alright, I'll stop.
I just been hanging out with a friend, and he said,
let's go to mass.
No, he said what he had told me was.
Wait, what day of the week did you go?
It was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday. Okay, so
it was
you
a Sunday
can get like.
And
those are usually the more family friendly.
And I then the whole situation. It's not that weird. I said, "Hey, we're hanging out. We're having a good time. How long is mass even?" And he's like an hour or an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't want to just go home. Why don't I hang out with you? I'll go to mass with you, and then we can keep hanging out.
Oh, so he goes to mass on his own.
Yeah, he went to mass on his own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you just decided to tag along.
I decided to tag along.
Okay, never mind. That's
yeah.
It's way more fine.
It's what did you think was gonna happen? Like,
hey, let's go to mass.
Let's go to no,
shits and giggles. It'll be a fun time, right?
No. Like I just we were having a rhythm. I didn't want to kill the rhythm, so I know how it sounds. I know how it sounds.
What are we all doing? I'm game for anything. Let's keep this party going. Let's go to mass.
So anyway, yeah, I went to a Catholic.
Hang on. Did the elote man come by after?
Elote man
was he waiting for you outside?
Not the elote man, but the shaved ice guy.
Okay, close enough.
The one who does they had one that it was.
You went to a real.
He poured a liquid on it, and it tasted like vanilla ice cream, but it was not vanilla ice cream, guys.
One,
yeah.
It was real good.
What color was it?
It was white.
Yeah.
It was like yellowy white. Yeah. Like vanilla.
No, I think he put condensed milk.
Oh,
yeah,
with vanilla.
Ooh, that's
a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
I forget what the actual name is.
Ian,
yes.
a lot of Hispanic communities,
yes,
they fucking love condensed milk.
Yeah,
they use
we pour that shit on everything.
I don't give a shit. Like, put on. Yeah.
I've had that's how you make a good tres leches. Oh, yes.
Flan.
Yeah. Flan as well. Yes.
But we mean everything.
I mean all the things. Like,
no, they love it, yeah.
It's delicious.
It's so thick.
It's delicious.
It's so thick.
It's like it goes good. It's the right balance of sweet and not, and like has weight and.
Oh, it's got a density to it.
Yeah.
But I like it, man.
No, it's great.
It's good.
When I had
eat that shit, and you go, man, I just lost like a year.
Like,
There's a counter. Something on my character sheet went down.
My stats?
Yeah.
But this was worth it.
No, I asked the color because when I first had the vanilla ice cream shaved ice when I was a kid, it was red.
Oh, really?
So I ate it, and I thought it was going to be cherry. Yeah, I was like, what?
That's a way better.
I like that, actually, yeah. That's really cool.
I was kind of freaking out, yeah. I wasn't used to it.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm used to the, like, yellowish white.
Yellow
white.
Yeah.
I remember being red, yeah.
And I do remember... Okay, one last thing, and I please. But I remember the exit... I don't know if this is normal either, because I have... Again, it's my only one. I have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
We enter through the main double
It's so
doors.
weird. Like, that's so weird to me that you've never been. I don't know why. I don't know
it's
why.
Not that weird.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, no, because logically my brain's saying, no, this is perfectly fine, what he's saying.
Yeah.
But there's something, like...
What do you mean?
Physically... Yeah.
What do you mean you don't?
And I just gotta think, man, I grew up in a different...
whole new world, man.
Whole different world. And we were only, like, a block from each other.
We grew up a block apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you go by the door on the way out...
We have to have the religion discussion at some point. There's too much.
We really should.
There's too much to unpack with a lot of this shit.
Man, I'm good.
Like,
yeah,
like
that's
a lot.
Fine.
Like a lot of
I don't blame you.
There's no reason to want that. When we go by the door, there's like a little flower pot, like a little vase, and it's got water sitting in it. And I'm like, oh, what's that for? And my friend is like, oh, that's the holy water.
Yeah,
you
bless yourself on the way out.
Bless yourself on the way out, exactly.
Because you're now going into the big scary world. It's not sacred ground anymore.
To the world of men.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. And so I do a dip.
Yeah.
Like everyone, and then you do like on your head, or either you can do a full cross. And after I had done it, we were talking and walking.
Wait, hang on. I want to make sure you're doing it right. Left, right. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah. And
there's an order.
There's an order.
Crazy.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch.
Father, it's the Son, it's the Holy Spirit, or the Holy Ghost, depending on who you're asking.
Sure.
Have the Holy Ghost thrown at you. You ever seen that video? That's amazing.
Have the Holy Ghost thrown at you?
Yeah,
Hijo de Espíritu Santo.
Oh my god, man.
Those one with the
It's
giant...
ingrained in you. You do it so long. I'll never get rid of it.
But so like as we're talking, walking out of the church, I suddenly realize mid conversation, like, oh, this shit is still on my fingers. Like I can still feel it.
Yeah.
On my hands. Like,
there's a viscosity.
Why is it so thick? Why is it
viscosity to it? It's almost. It's not quite olive oil. It's like.
But
it's lighter.
But it's got a thickness. It's got a.
The only way you could ever describe it to someone is it's water but heavier.
Exactly. And so
it smells.
Yeah. So I did a dumb thing.
It's not a bad smell.
It's garlic water.
Yeah.
I did a dumb thing though.
It's to kill off vampires. No.
I did a very dumb thing.
Did you drink
it? Taste it?
My natural inclination.
Did you buy the bottle that was waiting on the table on the way out?
So, Chris, if try and put out of your mind.
There's something about you saying, like, Chris.
Try and put out of your mind everything that you know about the church.
Okay.
And just say, when you feel grease on your fingers.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you do naturally? Well, I suck my finger clean to get the grease off.
Oh,
of it.
I know. Like, wait, what kind of grease?
Like chicken grease.
Like, okay, yeah.
Like that's what
so
it felt
actually,
like. Like I just put it in my hand, in my mouth,
yeah,
and I immediately. Why would I do that?
Like a 5-year-old.
So many fucking strangers' hands have been in that.
In there. It's recycled water. There's only so much holy water, by the way.
That's a limited resource.
You need to get it. It has to be blessed. And
I immediately was like, why would I do that?
Like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, other 5-year-olds are doing that.
Probably all of them getting like fucking tetanus.
Yeah, measles.
So anyway, I went to mass. That was the time I went to mass. That happened.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man.
I kind of wish I was with you, but I'm never, like...
I'm fine. I'm good.
I've had to go to a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and I was uncomfortable being in there, like...
I mean, weddings are already pretty long affairs.
I mean, I feel
no,
fine.
but it...
kind of,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, to say, like, I'm just pretty indifferent about it all.
Uh-huh.
I don't really feel comfortable or, like, I don't feel better, you know.
Yeah, it's not...
It's just like any place, you know.
It's not doing anything
For me, it's way more uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. I go in them, and I feel, like, this weird...
Weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like... God, how do you describe this to someone without sounding like you led a horrible traumatic...
No, but no, I know what you mean. Like, there's a lot of...
It's almost guilt. It's almost like...
Catholics having guilt?
Yeah, right?
Can you imagine?
No, but I mean... Because I don't feel bad for leaving that life ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm going to go way too much into it. Let me try to cut it short.
So my idea was good.
Yeah. Let me try to cut this real short and try to describe what that feeling is.
Yeah.
It's the feeling... Because you were in it for so long that they ingrained this idea that if you don't do it, you're the worst. Or you're not worthy
really
to be
wrong.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that comes back to you. There's a little gnawing part in the back of your head because that seed's been planted there for so long.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
I'll try. I'm going to keep it at that. I'm not going to go.
No, I get it, but it's like... I guess for me, it's kind of like it's hard to. I mean, you know, you grew up with it, and then it's just not part of your life anymore.
For you, it's just something that happened, and then you moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why, like I said, it's just another place, and I don't mean say it's dismissive.
No. That's how you experienced it. I totally.
No, like.
Yeah.
For me, it was something else. It was
there's a little baggage that
there's a lot of baggage.
There's a lot of baggage.
There's a lot of baggage. There's a lot of transitional periods. There's different periods, and then and now I'm here.
Whenever we do that, like I'm gonna talk about my grandfather so fucking much.
Oh
like,
man,
a man who went to fucking
I
rabbinical school.
bet you. Me and you both have well, we both have shit. We can air out.
Took me to McDonald's. I'm sorry.
He took you to McDonald's?
Took me to McDonald's as a little boy, and I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I remember this as being his character. At some point, I said, "Oh, Granddad, do you think we could do blah blah blah?" Ian, that would be a whole extra $1. Just inconceivable to him. What are you talking about?
And we're like, "Oy
So here's the thing. I'll meet you halfway on this. Yeah. I think I came from parents and family who were the same way, but we viewed it the opposite way of that. Oh, we're gonna do this. It's $1 less.
Yes.
As opposed to thinking in the negative, and that you're happy, and they trick you that you think you're getting a deal.
It's free money, you know.
No, you want this one. This is $1 less.
It's two ways to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I just remember all the.
That's why I have that mentality where I'm like, oh, the savings.
It's basically free money.
They're giving it away.
Yes.
Giving it away.
Can't believe. That's why I go. I still hunt for coupon.
There's some good deals.
They're great deals. You download those fucking apps so you can.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna eat today. It costs less than $5. This is what.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I'm so glad it was cut halfway through. But yeah, Nick, anything else?
Oh my god!
What's going on, man? Jesus fucking Christ.
You know it's no. You know what? That's a good place to end it.
That's a good place for you. Okay, I'll try to keep.
Yeah.
I'll just get out of the way because people know I've been talking about it. Yes, I've started Devil May Cry 5. It's amazing. It's great. I'm only 6 missions in. So I'll give my full thing for, let's just say, I do have one fucking story about Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Because I pre-ordered the collector's edition. And it comes because I'm crazy and stupid, and I wanted the $150 little model van that comes in.
Sure.
That comes with it. By the way, that van is called the Minotaurus, which is the best play on words I've ever seen. No, it's amazing.
No, it's great.
It's also it's
really
a
funny.
van. It's the van. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that game has a weird running gag about smoking, and it's weird. I want to see where it goes.
Okay.
But it's playing off a lot longer than I thought.
Okay.
It was going to. And it's little subtle things, but
well, I thought I was playing off of the whole thing with Dante. Remember Dante hates smoking?
So that's what I was gonna get at. Like, but I don't want to go too much into it until I beat the game.
Yeah.
In that, how much of it's a response to DMC Devil May Cry, by Ninja Theory, the one that came out in between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Or the one that they said, oh, this is it for Devil May Cry 4. It didn't sell nearly enough, and then they made that, and they went, nope, I have to make another one. That can't be the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Like
2013.
Yeah, they even brought back Insuno to do the remaster stuff, so it feels better.
That's true. Wow. Yeah, he did.
Which he's directing this one.
Was great.
I'm gonna save all that for when I beat it, so that's probably gonna be next podcast. Or hell, you may even get glimpses of it on stream as like slow progression, because there's a lot of shit to unpack there.
Yeah.
What else? I finally saw How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Oh.
I enjoyed it.
It's good.
No, visually it's actually amazing. Like it's crazy, crazy set pieces, amazing. Pretty straightforward storytelling, although I do appreciate that they just go. How did I put it? Is that, oh no, this is happening now, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep moving on. We're not going to linger for too long on anything. It's going to keep moving forward. And just how much they're willing to use one set and we're done. We're moving on to the next amazing set that obviously took months and years to make. And it was only for like 5 minutes. And it was cool. The second movie's great. Littlefoot's mom's has like a killer costume design.
You call him Littlefoot?
Oh, is it Little? What's his?
His name's Hiccup.
Little Hiccup? No, Hiccup.
Just Hiccup.
Hiccup.
Littlefoot is the dinosaur.
I called the main character dude for like a while, and then
that's Land Before Time.
Land Before Time. Yes, that is Land Before Time. What's the name of the Triceratops? Isn't it Sally? It starts with an S.
What was the one that went quack? Oh, I don't want to get into that.
Ducky. Oh, come on, man.
What was the name of the fish?
Ugh, that's
from 5.
That's a deep cut for me.
Harold, no, just kidding.
When everyone had quit, I was still.
Not everyone had quit. Some people couldn't.
What was the name of the long-footed dinosaur? Or no, the long-necked dinosaur.
The grown-up one or the little one? It was
called the Low Dinosaur. There was a whole song. It was like a Western. So I want to say it was the third movie.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of those twin-headed ones. The one voiced by Don Rickles.
Okay, I kind of remember that.
That's a different movie. Sorry. That's
Camelot. Isn't that dinosaurs? Dinosaur. No, we're back. A dinosaur story.
No. It's the Camelot. The
Camelot.
Prince shit. It had an Elvis, like he had a whole sing. He had a whole music number where he dressed up as Elvis.
Here's the thing: is I believe you. I have no idea.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly, like it's tough. Man. We just like different. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay.
So I was
Littlefoot.
What the fuck are you talking about, Littlefoot?
Look, Hiccup was a cool character.
Hiccup
is cool. Yeah.
He's cool. There's obviously a thing going on with new generation is not the old generation. Well, I mean, that's like the whole thing. But I mean specifically in that leadership roles don't belong to one specific type of people.
Yeah.
In that that leadership is not pertained to physical strength. It's pertained to actual, like... I guess this ability to actually bring people together into new ideas and to follow you.
And to utilize everybody's, like most people don't have the disposition or strengths that Hiccup has, but he finds ways to use other people's abilities to the best asset that they can serve.
He's a scrawny little dude with a missing foot.
Sure is.
But a dragon, and it's the most powerful dragon.
He's a blue-eyed white dragon. Yeah, it's a black guy.
Black Eye Green Dragon.
Black Eye Green Dragon.
Red Eye Black Dragon is what I'm trying to say.
That was in preparation because my sister wanted to watch the third movie.
Okay.
And I thought I'd surprise her on like one of her early out days with like, yeah, let's go watch the third movie. Mm-hmm. So we watched the third movie. Mm-hmm. You know what? It's nice. It's nice when series have a nice little bow tie, and it
was a great ending.
Oh, you saw it as well?
Yeah.
I feel like it's very rare for cartoons now to
isn't it
have that.
And isn't it nice? Isn't it nice when things end?
Yes.
And not have giant universes
that have to.
Sorry, I get worked up about it because people are like, "No, I want things to happen forever." I'm like, "No,
suck a dick."
No, I'm going to die."
No.
Yeah.
You get the privilege to say that.
The people who, you do. The people who are making it are going to die, or the company is going to die.
Either that, or people just stop caring about it.
Or people stop caring about it. There's no money anymore. They change writers. They lose people. Anything can happen.
It's a random world full of chance and chaos.
What I'm saying is death is around us.
What the priest said that to you?
Oh my God!
Shaking the bag.
Chaos reigns.
But he would have said it in Spanish. I wouldn't have said
Spanish.
Yeah.
No, he said it in English. That would freak you out.
That would freak me out more than. But he said it like the dying fox.
Yeah. It was really heartwarming. The movie.
I thought it was great.
Yeah. It was one of those things where, man, if I had grown up with this movie or this series,
like
I would have bawled my eyes out. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I would have been so happy with everything the way it ends. The movie's great. The third movie's great. It's focusing on a lot more smaller, like there's still like animation porn. Like these are people who are at the top of their game.
Yeah.
Which is why I now see why How to Train Your Dragon is so popular.
Word.
Especially among artists. And it's a lot in all the animation porn, instead of like big set pieces now, seem to come from little small details. Like they have that long ass beach scene where they're drawing in the sand. And I'm just looking at every clump of sand movie and I go, that took like a month just to render.
Yeah.
Just to render, not even to rig everything and move, because it's all 3D.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous film. If you have any interest in art or let alone animation, you should watch this movie just to get all that in. Plus, it's a good, again, if you've been following the story, it's a good, nice little blow tie.
Can I just ask real quick? Have
I seen the first movie?
Animation porn.
Okay.
Have you seen the season finale for Steven Universe?
No.
Okay.
Now that I know it's over, I'm gonna watch. Well, now that I know we're caught up until the movies now.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for movies. I'm definitely gonna watch them.
There's a segment of the finale that is entirely animated by James Baxter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, who's James Baxter?
James Baxter, he's been working in, he's a Disney animator. He also worked for the Bluth company, who did, all that. He does this fluid animation style that's beautiful to look at, man. And,
I think I know what you're talking about now.
And his animation style is really... Yeah, pull it up real quick, and we'll show him,
because I know the Bluth animation style, so,
but I think he did a lot of Disney Renaissance. He did, I think his first major picture was Beauty and the Beast, and he also did Hunchback.
Oh, he did Who Framed Roger Rabbit? He did
animation. That's what I was thinking about, yeah.
Yeah, James Baxter is a beast at animation.
He did Quasimodo, Hunchback, and
literally invented terms.
The Lion King.
They're still used.
Yeah.
Such as Shake the Lamp.
Shaking the Lamp.
Prince. He did Prince of Egypt, Road to El Dorado.
Yeah.
Really?
He did those movies, Spirit, yeah.
Oh, his animation on horses has been praised.
He also did How to Train Your Dragon, yeah.
Oh, he did How to Train Your Dragon? Holy shit! Okay, so yeah, man, that's what literally made me think of it. Because his animation.
You realize the last podcast we ever did was going to be called Full Circle, right? I'm just saying, I had that thought the other day.
What we should, with the last podcast we ever do, we should just have the exact same conversation.
Each other. Oh, the first one. But now we're older. And
I want to go back to that.
End it like Seinfeld. Have the exact same. Do you button the top button? Yeah. What else? No.
So we saw that. Abaddon releases a page every week. But Volume 3 of Kill 6 Million Demons is coming out.
Cool.
It came out today, actually. My book comes in tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So I can't fucking wait. Oh, wait. That goes back to Devil May Cry thing.
Yeah.
So I ordered the collector's edition, and I went, okay, I'm just going to wait till I get the thing. I paid a lot of money for this, and then I'll play it. And then it's not giving me a shipment date, up until the day of the game's release. And I finally get a shipment date, and it said April 15th through May 12th. It may show up. And I went, well, fuck me. And then I bought the game again on digital so I can play it. Because fuck that if I'm going to wait more than a month for another month time period to do. So, okay. And then I get a message today that said, hey, it's going to be arriving tomorrow.
Cool.
So I went, well, fuck.
Amazon sucks like that sometimes.
It sure fucking does.
Sure does.
It's a good thing. It's Devil May Cry 5. If it was any other game, I would be having a conniption fit. And
it's a funny phrase.
It's the best phrase. And trying to return something.
Yeah.
For my money back.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, that's just a small anecdote. What else? Devil May Cry 5 is great. Played a little bit of Ape Out. Haven't finished that.
Cool.
You should check it out, at least for soundscaping.
Okay.
It's really crazy. It's just a jazz drummer.
Okay.
As you play as an ape, and you're trying to break out of an experimental facility.
Yeah.
But the music and the sound is a jazz drummer, just playing stuff, and the more action that's happening on screen, the crazier the drum solo becomes. So you're playing one long drum solo. At least so far, I've just finished disc 1.
Okay.
And then you get to disc 2, and I haven't started that yet. But
Okay.
So we'll see what that is. But it's great because the intro is a guy tuning a drum, and it's amazing. Also, it has one of the best death screens I've ever seen in a game.
It's really good
in recent memory.
Yeah.
That people should honestly just play the game to find out what it is. 2. What was I gonna say? I already mentioned music, death screen. Control. Fuck! I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Because that screen's amazing. Oh, title cards between chapters or tracks.
Oh, they're sick.
Okay.
Are amazing.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Are amazing. That game's amazing. Simple, refined gameplay. It all feels good, and it's really fun to play. What else? I think that's... I started reading Breakfast of Champions. I did beat Kingdom Hearts 3 between this and the other.
Well,
oh boy.
And boy, I cannot talk about that.
We can't. Oh, can we just say? You want to say just general feeling?
General feeling. It's a really good thing we're going through all the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really good thing we're going through all the games right now.
You know how? Okay, so you know in life you think I can neglect that. I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be the most important thing in your life.
Yes.
They should have taken care of.
Yeah.
Or made priority number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I had that feeling that the entire game.
The entire game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy. We'll get into more of that when we get to that on the side stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. No, now that I'm here and I know I've done so. Oh, I want to give a very special shout out to another YouTuber who mentioned us.
Oh, cool.
I found this out a couple days ago after I watched her video. Nick, you'll remember her. Her name is Ariana Arcana. At least that's her channel name.
Oh, yeah.
It was a person we had met at a Danger concert for the artist Danger.
Yeah.
And we recognized her. Well, I complimented her jacket. It was a really sick Akira leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talking. We immediately became fast friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came to a point where we were like, she goes, I run this dumb YouTube channel. Me and Nick both go, we run a dumb YouTube channel as well. And we exchanged that. So she gave us a shout out on her Danger video, even linked us. Oh, wow. So people, I'm gonna remember to do that in the link. I'll probably mention on stream just to make sure. Please go check her out. Mm-hmm. It's a vlog channel, but it's a vlog channel. She gives a lot of reviews of like metal bands, especially those in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's a great way to find out about new music, especially new music scenes.
Creepy.
Yeah. And other things that are going on.
Nice.
She was just a real nice person. Oh, yeah. Real fun to hang out with. Yeah, we'll hopefully see her at another show. Yeah. Everyone go check out her channel. Yeah. All 20 of you who are listening.
Yay!
Yeah, go.
It's all for you guys.
It's all for you. Go check her out. Give her some love. And yeah. That was just really cool. I watched the entire video. I'm going to check out more of her stuff. That was just so weird because she gave us my names and I was like, whoa, that was weird.
It's all happening. I haven't seen it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
It's weird because I'm like, oh, I hope, like. Because we were hanging out pretty much the entire night. And it's like, oh, I kind of don't want her to mention. Mm-hmm. That's because it would feel weird watching a video that's talking about you.
Yeah.
And it was weird, but it was very nice. It was very, very cool of her.
Oh, that's really cool.
She gave a link to her channel. Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone go check her out.
That's great.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I add something?
Sure.
Please.
I completely forgot to mention it on my day. I finished watching SSS Gridman.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Cool.
By Trigger. And I told Chris this, like, the moment, like, it was the day after I finished it. It's 12 episodes, around 23 minutes each.
Yeah.
You can just do it in a sitting or two. Everything flows great. Probably has one of the most interesting villains I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
In general, yeah. We talk about, like, we love villains that are either... Well, we talk about how we enjoy villains that are either double down on being evil, or we enjoy the kind that are the protagonists of their own story.
Yeah.
In this case, it's like both.
Okay.
Where she sees herself. The villain is someone who sees themselves as a victim but blames others for her actions.
Okay.
And I told Chris,
goddamn teenager.
Exactly.
I swear to God.
I know, yeah, but I think this is probably the best version of it. Given the last 3 episodes, I told Chris like the day after I finished watching the last episode, it might have my favorite fight I've ever seen. Trigger done.
Wow.
That's including Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Penny Stocking, like everything they did. That last fight.
Those are big words.
I know how big they are, given everything we talked about on this channel. But I say it because, when it had a certain fight in there, it brought me back to when I watched Die Buster for the first time.
Okay.
That kind of feeling. It's like
you're talking so much high praise.
Exactly.
People
can hate it, and
I'm gonna beat you up if it's not anymore.
I'm gonna eat your family.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat your family.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break an egg over your face when you're sleeping one day. You're gonna be like, "Hey, I woke up with egg on my face."
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I know, man, but I just gotta recommend it because they killed it. Yeah. I just want to get through it quick.
Never recover. You'll be ashamed. You'll be ashamed to show your face. You'll wear a bag over your head.
That'd be great. Oh, like Spider-Man with Fantastic Four when he had the bag.
Yeah.
Kick me,
You know that costume's in the Spider-Man PS4 game now?
Really?
Yeah, they added it for free.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was the best.
You can play as a Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
You can play as Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
With the metal webs, yeah.
That's really cool.
It's great.
That's really cool.
You could be Spider-Clan from the manga.
Oh my God.
From 95, yeah.
You see a story about during the filming of Spider-Man 2, who's the guy that plays Doc Ock?
Alfred Molina.
Him and whoever plays Aunt May. Who plays Aunt May?
Oh, shit. I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Anytime.
There's a part where he's holding her hostage by like a claw. But on set what that is they're hanging from wires and they're holding that to record a scene. it turns out they had to fix something. Sorry, that was like something stuck in my throat. They had to fix something during the scene, so they were hanging up there for a while, and they ran out of stuff to talk about. And then the person who plays Aunt May, she turns to Doc Ock and goes, I'm classically trained. And then they go back to filming.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's
oh my god, it's like...
Oh my god!
it's I found that out like today. That kind of puts into context, like...
Yeah.
That doesn't ruin the movies for me, but there's a sad tinge now I get every time. Because what was she thinking as she's screaming when Green Goblin busts through the...
monsters explodes through her wall.
Her wall.
When the hentai monster takes her away?
She's literally doing an old, like, movies, like, scream.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm classically trained.
She's at the end of her life.
And she's...
Well, I don't know if she's still alive. That's probably, like...
I don't know if she passed away yet. She was fucking old. She was
really old.
She's been old since I was a kid.
Like, she's been old since
she might have been the best
kids.
Aunt May I've seen.
She was probably my favorite Aunt May. Yeah. I really
you like her more than...
Susan Sarandon. Was it... No, it's not Susan Sarandon.
Not Susan Sarandon.
The hot aunt. It was...
Yeah, Hot May.
Yeah. Mayday Parker.
Yeah.
Or what about Into the Spider-Verse?
That's a really good Aunt May.
She needs more screen time before I can make a decision.
Make a.
I loved everything about her, though.
Have you heard about the stuff about Into the Spider-Verse sequel?
The sequel.
The show, or?
No,
like
they're getting a show.
There's a pre-production for the sequel, like a proper movie, and apparently
they're getting Super Sentai Spider-Man.
There's been a Kickstart. Are you
shitting me?
Well, like I'm sorry, not a
Kickstart. They have to know. They know. They already put in there.
It's a petition. Yeah, it's a petition of like it's like hundreds of thousands of signatures. Yeah, of Sentai to get Sentai Spider-Man in there.
Are you serious?
But again, dude, I want it to be. Here's the thing. I want the movie to be the way I want it. I'm sure whatever I trust whatever decision they're gonna make.
Yeah.
My suggestion.
Madam Web.
I'm just putting the idea out there that all his scenes should be live action.
Oh my god!
And he has the gun.
And the movie cuts to him, and he like goes through the movie. But every time he shows up, it cuts to live action shots.
Yeah, and he shot that alligator. You gotta look that up. He shoots the alligator.
What I was gonna say is Philip Lord and his friend, who I can never remember his name.
Yeah, they only made Clone High. So like,
College. Clone College.
Lego Movie.
Didn't they say they wanted to do something with Clone High?
Yeah, they want to keep doing stuff.
Yeah. Clone College is waiting,
and all those voice actors are still around.
Yeah.
So it's easy to do now.
Would they still have to keep
Gandhi being being
the comedic relief?
Oh, well, they at some point started to change their mind about who Gandhi really is, right?
Yeah.
He was Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
Because people in India were very upset.
Well, did you see about the starving strikes in front of the studio?
Yeah, I had heard about that, yeah.
It was not great.
Not a good time. My thing was musician and actor Lin-Manuel Miranda has been apparently tweeting at Philip Lord
to play
Carnage.
To play Carnage.
Whoa. I want to play. He's like, I want to play Carnage. Let me play Carnage.
I don't know why I thought he would play Miguel.
I mean, that would also be a good. I'd be happy for
who voiced Miguel in Into Spider-Verse? I
thought it was Chris Pine again.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it might have been Pine.
Maybe
Carnage. Oh, does that mean we'll get the squad? Toxic, Thrasher.
Oh fuck, dude! Thrasher, Lasher,
Toxic,
Donner and Blitzen,
Carnage,
Spider Side.
Oh my god!
Oh hell yeah, dude! Oh hell no! If anyone can do it, it's them.
I mean, I don't doubt it.
At this point,
I'm sorry. I just realized the top search thing for Miguel O'Hara's ethnicity.
Oh, okay.
Like this shit's new.
Like we gotta know.
It's called Nueva York, whatever.
Again, I keep forgetting, like, we're at a point where people don't know about 2099. Like,
we're at a point where that was 2 decades ago.
That was 2 decades ago, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Are you fucking me right
It's 2019.
Yeah, because I grew up with the Ultimate Spider-Man and 2099 series, yeah.
2099 takes place 80 years from now.
8 years from now, yeah.
I feel so fucking good. Such a fucking...
Christopher Daniel Barnes.
Okay.
Okay. Nah, you know, keep him. He was great.
Yeah. He's great. Fuck me.
Dude, Carnage? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be super into it, and Lin-Manuel is apparently, like, gunning for Chris Pratt's tendency to just be in all the franchises.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. He made a good play.
He made a real good play, you guys.
Yeah.
And he made Hamilton.
And
Moana.
He also did Moana, which
Yeah.
has his musical thumbprint so clearly on it.
Yeah, you see it.
He has a cadence.
It's very clear.
Yeah, it should be.
You either really like it or you really don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just, yeah. But Carnage is cool.
Carnage, good for him.
Get Toxic, get Thrash.
Thrasher, Lasher, Dasher.
Spider Side.
God, I want those live action cutscenes. I
Did
can't
you-
stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
I want there to be a spot, like a time, where he kicks a guy through a stadium railing,
Yeah.
or he's hiding in the ceiling and he
And
peeks his
peeks
head
out,
through
yeah.
a vent.
He pulls out a gun.
Well, the spiderweb has to just be a net that flies off. Like,
Oh yeah, if you ever watched the show,
yeah, I've seen something.
did you see it where it's very clear a crew off camera threw a net?
Oh, it's
at the
two
bad
different
guy?
films. It's two different. Like, it's 2 different times a day. It's it's, and the net's not even a net. Like it's one of those nets with like PVC pipe.
Yeah.
Around, so they can just yank it off when they need to. Sorry, that's stupid.
So
The
anyway,
movie's gonna be great.
It's gonna
Whatever they make, it's gonna be great.
Clone Saga. Go ahead.
I've never been sold harder on like another movie than through
okay,
Clone Saga is possible, dude.
It is. It actually is now.
we do Clone Saga,
Yeah.
and then the last third of the movie is just Abraham Lincoln. There's so many clones.
Abe Lincoln.
Here's the real question, right? Because they've been acknowledging 60s era Spider-Man from cartoons.
Mhm.
Will they bring him as a character, or will they give him more material?
Like limited animation Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I really hope he does that kick.
I think that'd be.
I
Really
kind of like that he's just relegated to the single jokes, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how much play you can get.
You gotta really want something out of a narrative
Yeah.
for that character. Yeah.
Or Spider's Man.
Spider's Man could totally,
He totally.
totally be in it.
Or Man in Spider Suit.
Man in Spider suit,
Don't make me think about Kennedy.
and
If
he
you
has to
make
be
me
just
think
walking
about
around.
No, it's not Kennedy.
He has to be walking around trying to barge into things.
Yeah. Do you remember Man in Spider Suit? Yeah, I remember. And Madam
game
Spider.
remembers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stanley's wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. God damn it.
Fuck.
Get all of them.
Get all, yeah.
Spider-Punk?
Spider-Punk.
Ben Reilly. Fucking
Yeah, I said Clone Saga.
Clone
Clone
Saga.
Saga.
Yeah.
Clone Saga would be Ben Reilly.
Mayday Parker, Penny Parker.
Hey Parker. I really like Spider Girl.
Fucking
Spider-Woman. But I want pregnant Spider-Woman.
Scarlet Spider.
That
I don't
line's
know who
awesome.
the dad is.
That line's awesome. That's an awesome line in comics. You check it out.
Have you seen it? Have I mentioned that?
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Oh, okay. One of the greatest slaps in comic.
Oh.
It really is.
Mhm.
I would say if you do Carnage, it'd be cool to see like when Carnage becomes president for like a day and Punisher had to kill him.
No, now you're asking for too much.
I know,
Now
but
you're
that'd be
asking
funny.
for too much.
Give me all the things.
You know the things I like.
Give me everything.
Give me that shot of Daredevil driving the car with the cane, and it says "I'll drive."
Fuck.
He's in the Daredevil suit, and then he has the cane. He's looking over the hood, and he says, "Don't worry, I'll drive."
That's transcendent.
You'll never write something.
I'll never write something as good as that.
as that.
Ever.
I had it for a computer wallpaper. I don't know if I still have it.
Okay, what are we all looking forward to? I think it's a good place to wrap up.
I'm looking forward to... I saw a trailer for a game that actually got me excited.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
It's called Atomic Heart.
Okay.
It's...
I have a fucking game for you. Okay, go keep going.
Atomic Heart is being developed by a Russian video game studio.
Okay.
And
I just realized what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's written... It's on the Unreal Engine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And...
Oh, look at yeah, they're using it. Oh, it's on the engine.
Yeah, I know.
You know what the engine's are.
Ooh, I'm talking stuff. It's set in an alternate version of a diminishing Soviet Russia. Honestly, the style of it's an action first.
I'm not ignoring you.
It's an action first-person shooter. And it truthfully reminds me a lot of BioShock, all the stuff I liked about BioShock.
Yeah, I've never seen the trailer, yeah. It's by Mundfish?
Yeah.
Moonfish, yeah.
I'm trying to find out if they did anything else.
No, they did one other game that's a VR game. That's a survival horror shooter, and it's set in the exact same world as this.
I did see a trailer for
Gun
this.
Graveyard.
Yeah.
I think this was either on the last PlayStation Experience.
Yeah.
Or E3, where they did a small...
Yeah. It's kind of like The Last Night, where it's like a single trailer, but it's like a really good trailer.
It was a great trailer.
Yeah. Screenshots are beautiful.
They did a 10-minute alpha test that they put out for people to watch.
Oh, wow, so you're really on it.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What I saw from the trailer was so good, I wanted to watch more of it, so I kind of dug into that. It's really lovely. I'm excited for it. The only thing I can say though is the development team looks very small, and there is just a coming soon.
I'm looking at this game. This is a small team. Like
it's a small.
It's very clear, yeah.
So it's probably gonna be short, but it's gonna be like just packed.
Oh, it's probably gonna be pretty dense.
Bunch of.
And I mean,
we'll see what the game is.
It looks beautiful, guys. Yeah.
Well, that's why they have pre-order numbers up. So like right now.
So that I'm very excited for. Well, not too long from now will be the end of this cycle in the MCU. We're gonna finally be able to move on.
I still got to see
Ms. Marvel,
Captain Marvel.
Forgive me.
Doing this. I keep doing this.
It's not Miss Khan. It's Miss Danvers. But the movie's really good. I'm excited. I'm excited for this kind of resolution and that we're gonna get, and also I'm excited for they're gonna start folding in the X-Men into this next phase. So
because they bought the rights, right?
They bought the rights, and they can use mutants, and they can use all the mutants.
Oh, nice.
Let me just say one thing, just as a backtrack. When I did see Ms. Marvel, the cameo Stan Lee has, beautifully done, expertly done, wonderful.
Oh, nice.
His cameo in Ms. Marvel is him on the metro in LA with the script that just says mall rats on the front of it, repeating the one line he had from that movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Isn't that great?
That's sick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's an awesome callback.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mallrats, they're currently filming, like in the process of, well, they are filming the Jay and Silent Bob movie,
which will be the final.
It's the
final.
He said that he's been saying this like for a while. He's been trying to sell this script for a long ass time.
Yeah.
But he's like, this is gonna be the closure. Like,
I
can't fucking wait for that movie, dude.
And it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna watch all these. I'm trying to find. There's a game I wanted to tell you about.
When's Tusk 2?
Okay, here. Let me show you on the. I'm trying to find the fucking name. Okay, I'll just tell you what the premise is as I try to look it up.
Yeah.
Maybe Nick knows. It's a game. You know, I talked about a while ago when I was starting to play Dot Hack how much I love the fake internet in that game.
Yeah.
And how I just kind of like look forward to all the times I could spend in that fake internet or unlock new stuff.
Yeah.
They released a game as of today where it's just all fake internet.
Okay.
90. I just typed in fake internet and I got a bunch of like, I hit search and I got a bunch of conspiracy shit going on. Fake internet 90s game, and it's supposed to be 90s era internet.
Okay.
That you're jacking into. We're talking was GeoCities.
Wow.
Websites, and it's just all this retro looking stuff.
Friendster.
Sure. I think I found it. Hypnospace Outlaw.
Oh, okay.
Hypnospace Outlaw. You should check out this.
I'll check it out.
It's gonna be for you, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out this fucking game.
Okay.
And now I gotta erase all the conspiracy shit that's now leaked into my phone.
Yeah.
Took one for the team.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna watch Captain Marvel. Do I have what? Kill 6 billion demons. Gonna be
3.
Devil May Cry. Can't wait. And the streams, of course, every Sunday on twitch.tv/StorytellerCast, where we are currently in the middle of Kingdom Hearts 3D. Drop Distance. By the way, I don't know if you knew there was the 3D in there.
Was not aware.
Okay, it's the full title is Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Dislike it more.
Because it was on the 3DS first. And then the subtitle, Dream Drop Distance.
Fuck me. So, Nick, what's your thing?
What are you looking forward to?
Well, I mean, I started like the first 2 episodes of Good Place Season 3, so...
Dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, a certain person came up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
seeing... Sure do.
Yeah. I've only gone to, like, the beginning part of it. So I'll leave it at that. I'm looking forward to finishing it because I really like the first 2 seasons.
It's a great show.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like Chris said before, it's crazy where that show goes.
They're so ballsy, dude.
Yeah.
It's honestly in my opinion, one of the ballsiest shows on television.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because it's crazy how much they're willing to commit to things and keep it funny and stay on message. Like, it's brilliant writing. That it's a brilliant show.
Yeah. Nice.
Jealous. Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm also looking forward to reading Volume 3 of Monstrous because I finished reading the second one a while ago.
Oh yeah, I gotta buy Volume 3.
Those first 2 are great.
Yeah, but it's dense, right? It's hard fantasy.
Yeah.
And it's a real cool world, and all the characters are great.
Yeah.
But like,
it's very sad.
It's very dense. You gotta sit down and read shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very clear that it's man, if you don't like fantasy at all, man,
not for you.
It's definitely not for you.
It's super not.
If you're not into magic, if you're not into any like the way society interprets,
but they have ghost gods and they're
ghost
cool,
gods.
and they haven't brought them up again, and I'm so mad.
So necromancers are cats. They're all cats,
they're all
and
cats.
they're necromancers.
All magic comes from cats.
All magic comes from cats. They're the ones you go to talk to the dead.
They're like, how do I? They're not oracles.
Mm.
Well, what's the generic name for a race that's living through all of the ages, and now that's where all knowledge comes from?
Is there a thing for that?
Is there a word that's for that?
Because I feel like there's
a trope. Yeah.
Because I know it's a trope. And I'm trying to remember the trope name.
I'm not sure.
Because you don't call them the old ones. You got like
no, the old.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just came out. I'm also looking forward to Udon. Just put out. This completely came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
The Udon teamed up with the remaining, with whatever developers or animators they could get from Gainax and Trigger to release the final collection of Fully Cooley.
Art book.
Yeah, art book.
Oh, cool.
Whatever they did not release to the U.S., it's all going to be in this
it's
one
all
book.
there.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Comes out the 22nd.
On 22nd, yeah. Of this recording, yeah, the 22nd.
Yeah, March 22nd.
March 22nd.
I haven't looked into this, and I could just be like, oh yeah, that shit's out there. Do you guys know if there's going to be... Is there a DVD release for the remainder of Fully Cooley?
I'm sure.
Has that been announced yet? Or is that already happened? Or
I have no clue. I'm sure there's going to be one. So I'll buy them just to have them, but like...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to rewatch the last one.
I definitely
Yeah, but this is for the first one. Like everything that wasn't released to the U.S., they're gonna collect it all here, and and all the art from various artists around the world, from Production IG, from Gynex, what they're doing now.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
What else?
Naoto was supposed to be a talking dog. What is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. This recording, Gunbuster will come out. My next podcast, Gunbuster will come out. Not Gunbuster, my bad. Cannon Buster by LaShawn Thomas on Netflix.
Oh, when does it? Oh shit, when does it come out?
Isn't it? I thought it was like late March, early April. They were set for. I don't know. I don't know if they delayed it. I'm just going off of like the trailer. But I've been looking forward to that.
Man, that came up way faster than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. It was like one of those things where they had one episode ready for Kickstarter. They sent it to anyone that supported the production.
Yeah.
And then between that, they just been working on it along with Trigger and other studios in Japan.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it really is like a dream team.
Yeah, for sure. I really agree. It's that, and then like all the future projects he's working on. I told you about the Samurai one he's working on.
Yeah.
With the guy from Atlantic and Sorry to Bother You.
Uh-huh.
He's voicing it, and then the music's gonna be done by Flying Lotus, already confirmed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's busy. He's a busy guy. Yeah. I try to support his work because I really enjoy it. I like his interpretation of certain. He has a huge emphasis on 80s anime, the over detailing influence. I'm really into that. Yeah.
Oh no, you know who his influences are.
Yeah.
No.
You watch that thing and you go.
Okay.
And you go, this is the era.
If you used to follow his blog, or like he puts on Twitter now, but his early blogs of him, it was every Sunday, like Throwback Sunday. He'll have like 4 recommendations of 80s or 90s anime during that movement, and he would break them down. He was like, "Go watch it. Okay, cool. Now that you're back, let me break down like what. Let me break down the art style and what was going on at the time." Yeah.
Yeah.
But I try to look forward to that. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to. They're releasing the rest of the novels by Nishio Osin for Monogatari and his other series.
There's more?
He's like Stephen King. He doesn't stop.
I don't even know if I want to read these anymore then. that's so much.
Yeah, I didn't even talk about the other series where it's like it's 9 novels.
Oh god,
murder
no,
series.
I'm not gonna even think about it. Like,
and then
how many novels is this one at?
No, that's for Monogatari. There's the Kubrikin Murder Cycle, which only has 2 at the moment, and then Katanagatari is
that's right.
is coming out with a 4 volume omnibus.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to those coming out. The second volume for Katanagatari should come out by next recording. But yeah, like Chris said, Kill 6 Billion Demons. I caught up to it on the webpage. It's freaking sick.
I am not. I decided as soon as they said, because I was so into it, as soon as they said physical copy, our physical copies are coming out, I'm just gonna buy them. Because I want to make sure I support him.
Yeah.
1, 2. I like the idea of being so into a series and actually buying it like a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Now I'm looking forward to, dude. Okay, like straight up, it has the best dragon design ever. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Shit.
I ain't gonna say anything.
Yeah.
That's all I say.
Fuck, dude, that book is so.
Best dragon design ever. If you think of a cool dragon, you're wrong because it's this one.
Okay.
Right.
And you'll know, and you'll freaking see it.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, let's finish this off. Ian, how far are you into JoJo?
I'm 5 episodes in.
5 episodes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
5.
It's so strange.
Oh.
It's so strange.
It's strange. You could say. It is.
It's interesting.
Yes, one might say.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Peculiar.
Peculiar, out of the norm.
Sure.
Dare I say bizarre?
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Oh no.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I know. I don't think bizarre is the word.
We're not there.
I don't think bizarre at
the
all.
The story has such a whiplash.
Isn't it so just clean cut and like
it does whatever the fuck it wants?
Yes, it does, and at the same time, it's such like a black and white, like
because the setup of the story feels like an Edwardian novel, like it is. Here's the good son, here's the bad son.
Yes,
and
That's right.
It honestly, if it had just been that, that would have been like a Bronte novel. You know what I mean? Like,
but he wasn't the bad son. He was the beloved son. It wasn't until his deathbed. Anyway, yeah. So Araki, when he wrote that, purposely went out of said, I want to make straight up just black and white, good versus evil style novel where there's no in between. There's no gray area. It's just
the best person and the worst.
Best person has to murder. There's no other option to do than to murder this bad person who's very bad. Everything he does is bad.
And that
even any sympathy you can have for that character is erased.
Well, he Dio
fucking kicks that dog, doesn't he?
He kicks that dog.
Kicks the shit out of that dog.
Dio as a villain has no motive other than I like making people sad. Being
he doubles down. He's the protagonist of his own story.
Dio is Davon. I forget his last name. The kid from that news clip that Aaron Magruder was obsessed with.
Yeah.
There's like an 8-year-old boy who hijacked his grandma's car and then went to KFC. And that kid?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why would you do this, Devon? Because I like doing bad things. I do hood rat shit with my friends. And I smoke with cigarettes. That's who Dio is.
No, Dio, you know how, Nick just said earlier, how I love the villains of, the protagonists of their own story, of course. But two, or the ones that know they're evil, like being evil, and steer so hard into being evil.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah. That's Dio's the epitome. The epitome of, I love this.
Love it.
I love everything about it.
Well, he would do dumb shit just to mess with the character, the protagonist.
Yeah.
It's all this just, I need to fuck with them.
Like when he, I forget what the love interest's name is. The young woman, whatever her name.
Oh, why am I forgetting? Is it Molly? No, it's not Molly.
Not Lucy, is it? Because
No.
Susie Q is
Susie Q is part 2.
Yeah.
Her name's actually Susie Q, by the way.
Maybe I love you, Susie Q.
Yeah. When he forces a kiss on her.
Arana. Oh, she washes her
mouth with a dirty
mud water.
And
Yeah.
To dissect that just a little bit.
Yeah.
His whole motivation is he doesn't even give a shit about her.
No,
it is
steal the first kiss.
Her.
Yeah.
Just the most petty thing.
No, it's not even. It's above that. It's not even about her. It's about JoJo. It's about Jonathan. Yeah. Jonathan cannot have the first kiss with Ariana.
Yeah.
She must be unpure
and sullied.
Sullied. And then that's why that scene with the dirty water is so good.
Yeah.
Because to her, Dio is below
a dirty puddle in the road.
A dirty puddle in the road. Oh. JoJo's amazing.
I don't know why the first one's given so much criticism.
Because everyone loves the stands and everything.
True.
But people always forget just all these little things that happen in part 1.
So what generation are we going? Because it's Victorian age. And then what age are we going?
Do you want me to honestly tell you, or
I don't. That's
okay. 2 comes to not post-industrialization.
Well, it's right. Isn't it World War II?
It is World War II. It's
World War
1940s. It's World War II.
So it's the 1880s.
In fact, there's a very clear.
It's very
clear stamp of where.
So 1880s, 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
Third one.
1980s.
1980s.
Is it 80s or 70s?
It's 70s, 80s, yeah.
So we're jumping 40.
Mariah Carey's a thing.
We're doing 40-year jumps.
No, Weird Al Yankovic's a thing. It's 80s.
It's 80s.
Yeah.
80s.
And so,
there's a very clear reference to Weird Al Yankovic.
And so the fourth one would have to be now.
The fourth one's 90s.
Okay.
So fourth one.
They get a lot closer together as we're going on now.
Okay.
Fourth is 90s.
5 is early 2000s.
Is early aughts.
Okay. Okay.
I think part 8 is when we get to now.
Yeah, part 8's now.
Yeah.
And, 6 is like 2010.
Yeah.
And then 7's a rewrite.
7's in a whole different dimension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
with dinosaurs and Jesus, go ahead.
I'll keep watching, and I'll keep you all posted.
Aren't those little moments so good?
They're really good moments.
They're actually
you
really
don't
good.
know.
See, people always think I'm crazy for like liking it.
Oh, I didn't say it on the. I said it on the stream. I didn't say it on here. When I was watching, the first fight after Dio has turned with Jonathan, and while I was watching it, one of my friends came in the room.
Oh yeah.
Who he'd been doing something else. Came in, and he looked at the screen. He looked at me, and I don't know what his frame of reference is, but he then said, "Is this yaoi? Is this what that is?"
It's too buff, man.
It's too
overly buff, man. Way too detailed.
Yeah.
How'd he get through the door?
They don't fit in those rooms.
Two jacked dudes just grunting and wrestling,
doing poses,
just
like
posing all over.
Where they would obviously break their arm, like if they had done that. Like
it's that, and then after he said that,
oh my god, what's the one where he does this and
he
like
does that?
Yeah. Nobody's looking at him, and his hip is stretching forward.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one dude where a guy is like only wearing a diaper and doing a fucking swan pose.
Sure.
Again, I sold Ian on this series by telling you you can either watch JoJo as the legacy of the Joestar line, or 2 about Araki exploring his sexuality.
He's really figuring out some stuff.
Okay, by 5, it's very clear.
By 5 and 4, it's clear what he wants.
He's proud, man.
No.
What he likes.
Okay.
I think it's always funny when people go, "Oh, I wish people who haven't read the manga just watch the shows."
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, I wish they went back to the muscular by 4."
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, we're here now.
Never gonna happen again.
Never again.
In fact, they toned down Jotaro.
Jotaro, yeah.
He really found his thing.
Oh, he sure did.
Oh my god! No! Oh no!
He sure did.
Man, we talked about where the credits were Jodeci.
Oh my god.
Jodeci, man.
And at the moment where we are with part 4, it just works. It just works, Ian.
Okay.
It just
Man,
works.
I'm so excited for you. Again, if we're ever hanging out and you just want to watch JoJo, I'll start whatever fucking episode.
Yeah. Okay. It's on Netflix now, 1 and 2.
Yeah. And you went to the Japanese.
I switched over to the Japanese. The English wasn't doing it for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Plus, I had made this suggestion
yeah,
there are at this point in our society, there are cultural touchstones.
Very specific ones.
That only you will get in the Japanese dub.
Robert E.O. Speedwagon.
Robert
E.O.
He says it like enunciates. E.O. Speedwagon.
What a fun.
Dio.
He's the best. You're gonna see how much of a hero he is. Did you get to the abs thing?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. Did you get to the frozen arm thing?
Yes.
Did you get to the abs and frozen arm thing at the same time?
Maybe I did. I guess I didn't.
Okay, you would. Okay, you know what? You would remember the scene. I feel like you would talk to me about it. Like
okay.
if you.
Well, I'll let you know. I'll probably text you.
I'm so happy for you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so happy. It's on Netflix, everybody. You can watch it.
Yeah.
Fucking JoJo's the best. I'm gonna rewatch JoJo. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah. But Ian, it just works.
It just works.
It just works, guys.
Oh, okay. That'll do it. Fucking bye. No.
Okay. Good talk.
See you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Why'd you diss a cardinal?
Look, his trick-or-treat bag, it's his affair. But, you know,
yeah.
if the church feels that way about Halloween, maybe he should stop dressing that way.
He's like Chaos Reign.
No,